Would you perhaps like to describe the situation a little bit less stupid yourself?
Oh my.
I mean,
Oh, is it-
is it possible to describe
How
it
is it wrong?
any more seriously or less stupid?
I'll just put some stuff as a reference.
We created a
It's got a hallway. Got
It is.
The,
It is a
here.
dumb scene. We are creating a dumb scene purposefully
Ow,
because
it's
we
not
got cameras on
purposefully.
us.
it's a wily distraction, a collage of magnificent proportions. That's better.
It's a good thing both of us are probably extremely well trained in performance.
Do we have a script
Yes.
for the situation? Oops. Okay.
Can't perform properly without the necessary whatchamacallits. And props and sage hands and costumes. Wait, Vex isn't good at performance, I think.
Oh,
What are you talking about?
Peter probably is, but
doesn't know what performing means.
Exactly.
that's why your wife left you.
Ah,
Aww. That's cruel.
It is. Victor would never say that while present.
Only as a voice in your head.
Or over the phone, or a long distance chat performed in other
As
means.
long as he's out of reach.
Exactly.
when do I learn to teleport bullets? Aims the gun at the phone. You
Just
motherfucker.
believe hard enough and shoot the bullet into the phone.
Yeah, exactly.
What are we, orcs now?
No, that would be a communication mage.
Oh, it's true. Techno wizard.
Actually, now I'm double checking what the sphere was called.
The spear.
Der Spear.
Sorry, it's not called communication, it's called correspondence.
Like sending a letter?
Yes. It's important I get the terms like that correct. Anyway, that's also not important right now. You're corresponding the bullet. Yes, so we actually never determined exactly where Victor was, except that he had a face full of glass, so he wasn't going to this place. I think you're waiting in the car outside or something?
No, he would stay back in the apartment.
You
He's
were
like,
just back
"I'm
in the
not gonna-"
apartment. Okay, so not even.
Yeah. No, he was like, I'm
Reference.
not, like, you're not fixing my face, so I have no place in this. You don't want a heavily bandaged guy as part of your operation ruining everything and raising questions, so.
I mean,
Yeah,
just wrap him up and tell
Probably
him,
best.
tell people that he had a Botox injection gone wrong. Wrap his whole fucking face up.
I got other things to do. Like catch up on Drag Race. Nah. He's not that.
I've got an entire week of shows to catch up on.
No, at least 2 weeks.
But yes, that means that for now it's only you three. And the scenario as we left it was that Marcus was currently talking to one of the tech employees in a conference room nearby. And then down the hall in the server room are Pax and Peter, who went inside, activated second sight once they smelled shenanigans. And then thinking, well, we gotta do something in front of the camera to make it seem like we're somewhat playful, Peter decided, I will pull out my sword and decide to make it seem like I'm pretend sword fighting Pex. With the ghost in between them to give them an excuse to poke in that direction. And also, one of the ghosts then said, yeah, hey, you're doing something poking at us. So one of these cables is going to detach and fling itself in your direction.
That's right.
With that happening, we're not technically in initiative yet. So right now, a cable here is flailing at you. Bzz, bzz, bzz. As if one of the servers is on the fritz. What do?
Since I was just playing that I attack, because I know my knife probably doesn't do anything about the invisible ghost.
You just
I'll
gotta believe hard enough.
I'll instead just try to dodge the accosting.
That's fair. Give me dexterity dodge. Very formally, we'd need to go through the entire initiative order, but we're technically already there, and as soon as you dodge, 3 successes, I'm gonna say, you jump back.
Whoa!
And then it is once again at a stalemate. Although, I don't think Peter activated his second side, right?
Either I did it here or the last place.
I thought you did. And then
Yeah,
I
yeah,
said,
I did. Yep.
And then I said, oh, right, yeah, and I'll do my dice turn.
Alright,
Yep.
so you both have side active. That means you can actually see the creatures.
And I rolled 30 minutes, if I remember correctly.
Yes. Which should, for both of you, be long enough to deal with things in here, provided you don't leave.
I'll take a peek behind the ghost and check if Pex is ready to slash in.
Yeah, you tell me who would be the first to take action.
Aha!
Though granted, the creatures seem to also be aware of you somewhat now, and not fully focused on the servers anymore.
I'm just thinking here, and I probably would just... Hey. Probably would not be wearing my Kevlar for this.
That
It's
would
just
make you
something.
very suspicious.
Yeah. Just going through my sheet. First time in a long while. So I'll just move that from my equipment to my car inventory.
Mm-hmm.
Oliver, anna sinulla?
Do you need a sec to deal with your kid?
I don't think it's gonna get any better anytime soon, so not really.
Okay, they're just sitting on your lap now, giving instructions.
Yeah. Yes, pretty much. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna position myself, make myself ready to sword fight with my, Mikkel's knife.
Okay, so you're brandishing your knife.
Yep.
Are you
Stabby stab.
trying to make it seem like you're poking it at Peter, or are you really just ready to poke the ghost? Because remember, there is camera surveillance in this room, although, as has been established, there is no one watching a real-time feed. The feed of a certain time slot needs to be requested. So as long as you don't do anything in particular to make someone think that they need to investigate this time slot, you should be okay. But if you act a fool, and then it gets investigated, yeah, then it's going to cause some problems.
Right. My thoughts are jumping between like either just taking like a furious fucking like insano stabbo style like 5-hit wombo combo and then go like rah, or just trying to actually like do the sword fighting thing.
If you're not
Okay,
sure,
let's sword fight. Let's sword fight.
all right. So both of you are
I'm
trying to make it seem like you're
yeah,
doing
I'm
a thing.
taking that dumb fucking what's it called? The stance, you know, with the pointy swords, rapiers.
On guard.
Yep. Yes. And I'm gonna try and stab the ghost in the head, I guess. Aim a little higher. I'm kind of a tall guy.
All right. Let's do this properly then. Of course I don't have the character sheets here. Let's see. What was the thing for initiative again? It's rolling dexterity plus wits, right? Then we'll open up initiative order.
Was it, or was it just Dex plus
D10,
D10.
I think.
or D10 plus your Dex? Can't remember.
Yeah. And then you declare your actions from the bottom up, and then resolve them from top to bottom. So the slowest ones declare first, so that the faster ones get a chance to react to them,
Yes.
and then we start resolving.
Mm-hmm. It's dex plus wits and a d10, I believe.
Could be, I'm checking. And we can
Don't
go
you
with
love
that
a system
now.
where you use combat so little you just literally forget what the rules are for it? It's what I certainly have.
Yeah, the suggestion is to roll Dex plus Wits.
Mm-hmm.
All players roll one die and add the result to their initiative rating. So Dex plus Wit, D10 plus Dex plus Wits.
Yes. And then, depending on what you're using, there's also an order for what attacks are fastest and whatnot. But yeah, first, why don't you guys roll? Kimmy?
Damn it.
Add you to the thing in the meantime. Define party. Place party. Wait, what? Roll 20, adding a bunch of sneaky turns and whatnot.
Dex and wits. And no rolls, just the number, right?
Yeah. Like, your initiative score is
Yes.
Dex plus Wits.
So you don't have like 10 dice or something. It's just, no.
Oh, that's red bordered 7.
I added a text box to the combat summary chart.
Peter has a total of 7. What does Bex have?
I'm sorry, what was it? Dex amount dice plus
It's a
wits
D10.
No.
Yeah.
No, D.
You roll a D10 and add your Dex plus Wits to it.
Okay,
There
gotcha.
you
That's not a great start. Plus 4.
Yay, 3!
What?
Well, it's a 1 plus 4. So.
Yeah, so 5.
5.
All right, which means that the ghost on the right actually
Mine went to 3.
is the fastest. I'll say that the ghost on the left is the slowest. So, ghost on the left is going to, because he was doing it before, try and take that cable and sort of have it whip out further towards Peter. Vex, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to just stab it while also pretending? That will be an extra action you'll need to do at the same time. Pretending you're sword fighting.
Anders.
Anders. Are you knocking out your kid? Peter, what are you doing in the meantime?
Back.
Well,
What did I miss?
No, you had to define your
it's your-
action as all.
I had to
Yep.
define my action. I'm stabbing.
Okay. Note you are simultaneously also pretending to sword fight with Peter.
Ah.
As 2 actions, as well. Peter, what are you doing? You know that the one on the left is trying to zap you with some electronic cables.
Okay. I don't want to use my edges here. I'll try to basically disarm the ghost. So when the cable comes near me, I'll try to instead grab the cable myself from the insulated part.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that'll
Just
probably be some
wrestle
sort of
the ghost,
brawl
basically.
roll to do that. Okay, but it also means you're simultaneously pretending to be sword fighting with Pex. Because he's at least pretending that. So that
Yep,
will
I
sort
guess
of
so.
complicate things. Okay.
Oh yes.
2 actions.
And the ghost on the right is going to initially try to dodge the stab. And then it will make an improvised attack by pulling out one of the server racks and bashing Pex in the head with that. Then, when things resolve, we start at the top to see how they do or don't resolve.
Yep.
Which is ghostly fellow on the right. First tries to dodge Pex's attack, which is Dex plus skill it may or may not have. It's not particularly skilled, so it tries. It has, wow, only 1 success. Which, in case of dodging... I even forget. What the fuck does dodging even really do, right?
It takes away the successes. Every success takes away a success from the other person's pool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then any excess turn into damage, I think.
Yeah. So it's trying to jump away from that, and then also, we're doing 2 things at once. So
Yeah, so
1 less
-1
success.
to the pool.
So
Yep.
I'm going to say that it just has no successes that way. And
Oh,
I didn't
isn't
quite
that a
keep
bug?
in mind how many it did. And then, additionally, as it jumps out the way, it grabs part of the server, and, one of those slidey racks comes out and tries to hit Pex in the head. Goes, slide. But doesn't succeed in that either. Let's just say Pex dodges underneath it. Peter, first off, I need you to give me a appearance performance, which I know you're very good at. But you have -1 on the pool, and additionally, your successes are sort of important because they kind of also cover what Pex is doing.
Yep.
He's very bad at that, and you're trying to make it seem like you're having a... Are you for real?
6 rolls, no successes. Not a bunch. But ouch.
Yeah.
All right,
flail
so
wildly.
you are flailing like an idiot who doesn't know how a sword fight works at all, as if you're just actively trying to stab someone in the server room. The 2 of you walk into the server room, immediately both of you pull knives and are now just staring at each other as if you're going to stab each other. If anyone were to see this on video, it would look extremely bizarre.
The question is that is somebody actually looking it live somewhere?
Yeah.
From
Hopefully
what
not.
you understand, Marcus, no. Someone is not looking at this live. But if they have any reason to suspect something weird happened in that room, or someone else for some reason asks about it later, then they definitely would. But we're not there yet. Next up, Peter. That was your first action. Second action is you're trying to avoid the zaps. So if you would roll me
basically just-
dexterity dodge.
Basically just wrestling the ghost. So -1 for this one too.
Yes, because you're doing 2 actions at once.
Another 2 ones, but luckily at least 1 success.
1 success, which means 1 success will be detracted from this, as the ghost on the left is just trying to zap you. Two successes become 1 success.
Yep.
So you duck down, but the cable flips up and down, and part of the electric cable, even though you're trying to grab it, will still sort of smack your hand and leave a scorch mark before you get a proper grip on it. You are now holding the cable.
Yeah.
It starts slipping out. You're grabbing it, but it still goes, and you take 1 point of lethal damage as it starts shocking you.
Ow, ow! Ah.
Right, Pex. You're not really pretending. Both of you look like you're just ready to stab a motherfucker. Of course, right now it looks like you're ready to stab each other. No one knows you're about to stab a ghost.
Yes.
Go ahead and attack the ghost. Also, you are simultaneously trying to pretend, but that's already a failure, so you don't need to roll for that.
Thanks for failing for me.
I mean, you have no dice for it. I mean, okay, granted you have appearance, but
Yeah, I don't have any dice for performance.
let's not pretend. So, yeah, you just make an attack with a -1
Why -1?
because you're doing 2 things at once. Even if it's a failure.
Am I?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh. So how do I do the -1?
When you
Some full
make your
mod,
roll, you could just
-1.
get a full modifier when you click roll.
-1 in the
Yes.
difficulty 6 still.
Yes. Because these are not particularly difficult things. Okay, 1 success. And it failed its dodge roll. So 1 success is all you need. Which means after that, you roll your damage.
How do I roll my damage? I can't remember anymore.
It's been so fucking long since we've killed anything.
I
We
know.
aren't very good hunters, is it?
You check the table to the and then you
Damage
have
strength
your-
+1.
Yes. So basically,
and you only have 1 success, so you don't get any extras
yes.
on top of it.
If you had many successes for your aim, then you would have much more damage dice. In this case, because it is a knife,
So damage dice, it's not just a static
no,
value.
you gotta
Yeah,
roll
damage
that
dice.
many dice. Where the fuck is the
Okay.
knife? Where's the kniff? Where's the kniff? Knife, strength,
Kniff is
+1.
one.
That's how many. Yeah, that's how many you roll. I believe you are quite a strong boy, so it should be okay.
Yeah.
And how many you got?
Knife. Yep.
Yep.
Full modifier for damage.
Full
Does my
modifier for
damage suffer for doing the performance
I
shit?
don't think so. I don't think it does. No.
Okay.
Okay. 3 successes. So, yeah, you just bury your knife deep in this thing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Huh? There's supposed to be one more die, I think.
Okay, well, you can fix it. You put the F1 dice. No.
Oh well.
I don't know why there would be 1 more dice, but okay. You have
Because I got 5
5
strength.
strength. All right. Well, it's fine. Either way, you rip your knife through this thing, and the one on the right, similar to the one in the car, will quite easily sort of fall apart and it'll go, blah, 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 leaving only the one on the left. It flails for a little bit in 2 halves and then dissipates into a mist. The ghost on the left was busy flailing the cable
Was it holding?
at Peter.
Was this holding like a server or something that I need to catch?
It pulled out a server rack on a slide to hit you in the head with.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But that is That is just a component of the rack itself, so it doesn't fall down if it slides it out. Unless you lift it up and detach it. But, I imagine why you might think that. Not particularly the case here. Either way, Ghost on the left was busy doing his cable thing with Peter. After that, just for the sake of resolution, we'll continue as we were. Ghost on the left will continue trying to... actually, Peter's holding onto the cable right now.
For his dear life.
So it's going to do the same thing. It's going to pull out one of the server components and try to bash Peter with it. This time, we'll try to remove it from the rack to have it fall out. Pex, I'm going to go on a limb and say you're going to stab this guy. Are both of you still pretending a sword fight is happening?
Yes. I would at least try to.
Yeah, let's try, even if...
So I
perfect.
take those big, stupid stompy steps towards towards Peter, kind of trying to position myself in a way that I can hit the ghost.
Big, stupid, stompy steps.
Yeah, like flapping with my front foot bleeding. Yes.
Jumps on the server rack, jumps down again. Have at thee. Stabs to the side. There is actually a big cable currently in the way in between the two of you. That will obstruct the situation slightly. Peter, that cable is attached to you, so you can slightly manipulate that. What else are you trying to do? The cable is currently not being contested by the ghost, but he's trying to whack you with the server in another way.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to do this. Yeah, okay. It's easier to hit the server than the ghost. So, I'll just jam the cable to the server back that the ghost is handling.
You're going to jam the cable that is currently wrapped around your hand into the server.
Well, at least the rack. They might have insulation between the servers themselves and the rack, or they might not, which might be problematic.
All right, sure. If that's resolved, Ghost first going to try to whack you. That is 4 successes, I believe.
Oh my.
4 successes to bang Peter in the head with a piece of server. And you didn't say dodge. It's just gonna hit. How much damage is that? How much damage is a fucking server? You're busy restraining yourself, so I will just say 3 bludgeoning damage. Only 1 success. Server rack gets taken out and bashes you in the head. Great. Next up. Actually, Peter would be first, but because what you did wouldn't actually interact with. We're doing this in the wrong order, but Peter, your turn. You're trying to jam this cable into the server rack.
Yeah, basically, as the ghost is starting to pull out the server from the rack, I'll try to electrocute the rack.
Okay, I see what you're doing. I'm going to say that it pulling it out and hitting you in the head still applies, but that also gives you the opportunity to electrify it as it is doing something.
Nice.
So after what might that be? I'm going to say some sort of brawl. You're trying to time it. Give me strength brawl. You are trying to pull a cable and then hold it against this thing as it is also bashing you in the head. One success.
It is a success.
It's the only. Also, you said you were both still pretending to sword fight, right?
Yeah, that's why I took a -1.
Okay, good. That's why you have the -1. Means it's still a success, even though you're both pretending to be that thing. Which means you will succeed in bashing it against that. Which means I'm going to have to give you a little luck roll to see how that would resolve. Good, high is good.
Do you fry the servers?
That's the question.
Okay. Seems luck is on Peter's side. As he jams the cable into the thing, it doesn't destroy the server, but it does give an electric shock to the ghost who's holding onto it, as it goes, causing it to sort of recoil backwards and be stunned, giving Pax just a free opportunity to wail on it with the knife. Which I will assume he does, since he intended to do that.
Yes. Is it me?
Yes, although you don't technically need to roll damage for it. You don't need to roll to hit, just roll damage. Yep. You will just bury the knife in it and split it in two. No problem. After that,
Okay.
the apparitions are gone, and it looks like two parts of the server just sort of went sproing while you guys were in here. Actually, three parts: the cable, one rack, and then another rack. And you guys were having a sword fight while that was happening.
Yeah, we should probably put those back.
Right. The rack parts are pretty straightforward. You can just sort of click them back in. The cable, however, seems to be somewhat nastier, as it is a power cable that was connected to one of the servers from a power outlet.
Is it cut? Is it broken?
It is torn on one end.
Oh boy.
Dude, I have no idea. What are we gonna do? They get like
Right. As you're doing stuff, real quick, over in the conference room, Ramed, the tech guy, and Marcus are on their laptops keeping track of various statistics and whatnot and discussing stuff. And as they are discussing stuff, Ramed will notice, like, beep, beep, beep. Oh, looks like we had a power spike and one of the servers just went down.
Marcus
What's going on in
is
there? What are those guys doing?
just a moment. Let me take a phone call. Marcus gonna like put Peter's number there and like give it a call.
Okay. Back in the room, you guys, Peter suddenly has his phone going, wee, wee. It's Marcus.
Yep. Since it's Marcus, yep. I'll answer it after the ruckus.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a few steps from the table so that they can hear whatever Peter is answering. Mark's just gonna very professionally ask that like there is a disturbance on the servers right now. What's going on?
Oh, just routine check. It's solved, I think. Needed to,
Fucking solved.
you know,
Storm, look at this shit. It's not gonna work. But
we
I mean,
needed to do
we can probably blame this for everything and just, you know, be like, I guess you didn't check your cables.
Yeah,
Should've bought-
faulty cable, and we needed to like do the computer thing, the turn it off and on again.
Can you send me a picture, please?
Oh, yeah, sure. I take a picture, and I'll take a couple of pictures. One from the problem area with the cable just hanging about, and the other from the whole hallway itself. So Marcus can kind of see where we were at the moment. Yeah, this one. Seems to be something 378, I think it says.
So did it get like just basically pulled off, or is it like destroyed on the picture?
Oh, it's cut.
The
is.
picture will show that it is not just disconnected. This power cable is just ripped into two. As if someone took a big pair of rusty scissors and very clumsily cut it.
Okay, that is Marcus is thinking furiously. Like that is most likely like a cable that is found as spare part, like multiple copies, like in some vicinity, right?
It does look like a very common part to you, yes.
All right. Just the tiniest moment. Like I'm saying on the room that like nothing to be alarmed about, and I will step out of the room and tell like Peter to find out. There should be a storeroom somewhere very nearby with spare parts, and that should be like one of the most common ones found there. Please just like replace the cable and plug it back on.
Okay. I'll try.
Okay.
And so I try.
You are actually in luck that a bunch of spare parts are kept in this room. With Marcus's description, you just look through the various. You're not under any immediate time pressure. You look through the various cupboards that are in this place. They seem to have, spare parts for the racks and whatnot. Not so much the internal hardware of the server, but peripherals. Extra power cables and whatnot. Network cables. And as your luck would have it, also just another power plug like this. At the very least, it looks the same.
Okay, good. So I take one of those and I plug
Yeah,
it in.
you just, Peter just tries to replace some parts. Give me intelligence computers.
Oh yeah. Hey, I think this goes. I've never
This
seen
isn't
a.
difficult, but you are dealing with servers here, where there are a few
Yep.
extra holes and plugs and places that you might need to run something through. As long as you don't botch, the two of you should be able to figure this out easily enough, in a timely manner.
Okay, one success.
One success. You resolve this without too much issues. It's a power cable. You'll probably be fine. But, you're under some time pressure here. Which means that by the time that Ramed starts asking questions, like, hey, what the fuck is taking so long? And did you guys find anything yet? That on his screen, all things are looking green again. And he will inform Marcus, like, well, it looked like we're actually getting full connection again. Yep, whatever issue that was is resolved. And let's see if things stay stable.
Marcus trying to project like a calm and that everything is fine. Like, nothing on the site. There might be something. He's inventing some bullshit that could there be some sort of like electrical like leakage in somewhere that maybe there's a current that can maybe cause damage on the servers. I asked my consultants to take like a meter about electrical spikes and go through the server rooms. They will report if they find something. But let's go back to the matter in hand and like Marcus will continue about something whatever they were discussing before.
All right. He starts presenting some more technological possible explanations for this. You nod and smile and discuss them with him. But after, half an hour, he goes, I'm not seeing any of the disturbances we were seeing before.
Marcus is trying to turn the subject a little bit, like mentioning that what he heard was that this company is not the only one who is getting these strange like disturbances. That in this whole like city area, multiple companies are suffering very similar kind of like problems, and like he's then asking that is there anything in common with your activities and employees with the companies X, Y, and Z? Mentioning the other ones that we did research about.
You mentioned the other companies that have been having tech issues. You try to mention this casually.
Yeah, just making sure that if you have the same supply chain, that maybe there's a problem in one of your vendors.
Give me charisma and give me charisma etiquette as you're just trying to discuss this with him.
Yeah, I'm just trying to give time for the guys to do their actual research.
Right.
Charisma. Empathy. 1 success.
Okay. Yeah, you ask him about this, but it will quickly show that this guy doesn't know that much about how the company is run as a whole or what those other companies might really mean. He will explain that, we had our own development with this. We hired a bunch of temporary developers to get through a crunch period. And, we let those go a while ago. And after that, everything just seemed to go haywire. We checked the release itself and the servers multiple times. So whatever this problem is, as soon as we know what the actual cause of the problem is, then we'll be able to sniff out the cause of it. But I have no idea what those other companies are, but as far as I know, we've got no dealings with them.
I still put like a request on my back office for one of the interns to do some background information checking if you happen to have a common software that you're using on the back end, or maybe the same contractor. I'm still not sure that this is not some sort of sabotage to take you guys out of the game, so to say. But let's go through everything step by step, very meticulously.
Sure. You go through things step by step with him. He is mostly tech oriented, so he will be able to give you tech answers. And you will talk with him, and if you have specific questions at some point, then we can, roll for specifics. But until then, Peter, Pex, you're done in the server room as much as you can tell. Do you want to check anything else, or do anything in particular here? All's in your court.
Don't think there's anything. What else would we want to know?
Check the bathroom for more ghosts.
You go to the bathroom.
Hello?
There don't seem to be any ghosts here.
I push open the first stall.
You expect someone to be sitting on the toilet there. There is not.
I push open the second stall.
You don't expect anyone to be sitting there. There also is not anyone sitting there.
I kick open the third stall.
To your surprise, there is no one there.
No, okay. Any more stalls?
So I have a.
There was actually only one stall. You've just been opening and closing it the entire time.
I wonder. I'm not gonna steal anything from here. Do we see? There's no markings on whose server it might be, right? It's just a random black box.
You know that because you've talked to the tech guys and had the prep with Marcus, you know that all servers in that room you were just in belonged to the same company. In fact, that's the company you're in now, Aurora Aerotech.
So internal servers, yeah. Mm-hmm. Not the client ones.
Okay. Yeah, well, if it's their own, someone angered ghosts. I don't suppose we could find something paper just lying around or anything like that. It's completely clean here.
I mean, for one, you're in the bathroom
Any
right now.
info? Right. I'll go outside of the bathroom. I don't need to be in the bathroom. Let me just leave there.
It is a fairly small office. There are a few other rooms. Most of those are either temporary working spaces with, either a big meeting hall or some sort of administration place or a canteen. It doesn't seem like that many people are in the office right now. There are many workplaces where, if necessary, programmers could sit and work. But those are tiny little cubicles that definitely are not intended for someone to be at full time.
Well, hey, I think we're done here. What do you reckon?
I think he's asking you, Bex.
Yeah, I think so too. I guess. I mean, I don't know what the fuck to do with the actual like server stuff. We got rid of the ghost in the machine, I guess.
Oh, I can hear you.
Yeah, you're not in
We
the
could-
room, so technically you're not talking to him. You can go back to Marcus and discuss it with him, or on the phone.
Yeah.
But
We could. Oh, we looked professional already
Yes.
on the video. We changed the random cable. So,
And then we,
yep.
you know, like brushed the sweat off our brow and gave each other a good old thumbs up. Job well done.
Job done. Well done, indeed.
okay, so you are just heading back to Marcus then.
I believe so.
Okay,
Yeah.
you head back
Please
to
not
Marcus.
take the broken cable with you and not leave it there.
I mean, if you come
Yeah.
into the room, what would you say? Oh, we
I
have
mean,
it.
is
Oops,
there
we
like
don't
a
have it.
trash can on the way somewhere? I'll just toss it there.
I don't think there would be a trash can in the hallway. No.
I'll put it in my pocket and we'll find a way to.
In that case, you would just have it on you.
Yep.
You show things to Marcus and Ramed, who's there.
There was a faulty cable. Needed to like take it out. And it's back on the server. Yes.
Marcus is trying to like push it something around it and like just like say after that say that like a very productive first day. We will go back to our like notes, and tomorrow let's collect us again in the morning in the same place and see that where we are, and then I will try to make them to do some busy work, basically to get them also feel important on this one, something that they might not have thought about themselves yet. Maybe related to that, maybe they had a batch of bad cables basically that they have been using, and those have been like causing trouble for the servers.
Okay, so Marcus is going to
I'm asking them to like
give them a bullshit story.
go back and track that when did that batch of servers are currently in use were purchased and were they of the same batch, and maybe that is the problem, that it's just basically a leaky bad product that has been put on your data servers, and that has been causing all these problems.
Yeah, I mean, they'll follow your lead on a whole bunch of instructions you give them.
Yeah, Marcus
the
gonna
bigger
push
question
it.
is-
Like I have seen this once before, but this is very rare case.
I think the bigger question is, do you tell them like, oh, we'll be back tomorrow, and then you actually contact them again tomorrow? Or are you giving them some busy work so that then you can shuffle yourself outside at some point and leave?
Yeah, let's like plan for like a remote Zoom meeting for tomorrow afternoon and see what we have. Do we need to come back on the site again? Or would this be actually like such a simple case that the company can get back together after verify that it was just a bad part, like into servers that had causing problems?
Well, they're going to want answers for the purpose of insurance.
Absolutely, we are going to do a full report for you guys, but we need to know that where those cables are from, when they have been received, and then we can track it on the manufacturer side.
Okay, let's not forget you are a hunter pretending to be a tech support guy. So yes, you spin him this story, but there is also an actual company that will sooner or later contact these people, and then they will realize, wait a minute, these people aren't our people. Who the fuck are you people? Right?
And that should happen actually tomorrow, right?
Most likely, yes. Then they will try to contact with the general phone number and then suddenly realize, hey, we weren't there yesterday. Who the hell was here yesterday? Oh, the server's resolved? And then depending on your luck or what lies you tell them right now, they would go, yes, that was us. Yes, you need to pay us now.
Yep. To pay us. That's for sure.
Do you guys have any like idea? Because seriously, I don't have.
Yeah, Marcus is the least informed right now. Because I don't think Peter and Pex told him about what was happening in the server.
Yeah, so about that. There were some ghosts.
Also, just to warn you, Ramed is sitting across the table with his laptop. Like, so was the tech issue. Looks up at Peter. There were ghosts.
I thought we were already out. It kind of sounded like a...
Yeah, Marcus must get us all there. Yeah.
Okay. You're leaving. Ramed is like, okay, we'll contact you tomorrow. Yeah, we're going to take this data and look over it carefully. Here's some instructions for you guys to do. Okay, look, we'll give that to us tomorrow and we'll evaluate it. Okay, bye. Great. Then you can talk about it. You're outside in the car.
Yes. Yeah, so there were some ghosts banging on the servers. Just the same shit that happened to my car, essentially.
Yeah, what is up with like technical stuff here?
Why my car though? I still don't get it.
That sure is a question. Maybe there's just ghosts all over Denver doing this.
Damn!
Yeah,
I have a picture.
That is not good.
What make was the server? Like, what's the company that made the server itself, like the physical box?
Oh, Varsacom.
And what make was? It was a Toyota Corolla, right? Your car. Any link between these, like geographical location or anything like that? Maybe it's a ghost that hates Japanese companies, especially.
Okay, you take a quick look online, and it is very easy to determine that these two companies are not anywhere in the same location with each other.
Right?
Where did the geographically in the town did my car get? Well, where did we park the car when?
Outside the library.
Area, right then. Yeah, how far away is that?
I would need to grab where you're staying real quick. This is the Airbnb you're staying. It is located here. And from here, the directions to the Denver library. only a 7-minute drive. Here's the library, and I imagine you guys were just parked. There has to be a parking lot here, right? Well, let's say along the side of the road.
I'm just seeing ChatGPT on your Discord stream.
Oh yeah, the
stream.
Discord.
Why is... Am I sharing the
You've
wrong
hit the limit
screen?
for GPTs.
You asking for 5 company names.
Yeah, these are some... This is how I generated certain notes. Why is it sharing the other screen? That's stupid. There it is.
Revealing secrets.
Yeah. It's literally just, I need 5 random company names. Here you
Yep.
go.
Yeah, I know.
Good thing it's not the other tabs where I have massive amounts of porn open at all times.
Oh, now we're missing out.
You're missing out on all the... Oh god, that would be so disturbing. If while I'm running the sessions, you also see me browsing. Just...
Okay, that would be pretty.
That's where he gets all his monsters from.
That would be funny.
Wait, what was
They're
what was
not
that
AI
about?
generated.
This is
They're
all just
from...
Han pouring his kinks out into the RPG, and we don't know. It's like, oh, these fit really well. It's like, yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do.
You don't know half about fitting.
Yeah.
Why are all these ghost cocks?
Well, wait, that ghost looks like a giant Johnson. Johnson, get over here and look.
But yes, the parking would just be along the street.
Could you just show the map again, like map part, what
Right here?
the distance looks like?
The distance from your apartment?
No, from the... Oh, that's from the apartment. To this company that we're at right now.
Where was from your apartment to the aerospace? Where was it?
No, from the library to the aerospace.
Public library to aerospace. Denver. Where do they have it? Aerospace engineering, I believe that's the one. No, not even that far either.
Oh.
So yeah.
I don't like the way you this game as a surprise to you, but
No, because we just had Denver Aerospace, and then that's the one we had for this. So I didn't remember the exact location because it wasn't terribly relevant at the time. I just used it as a visual. Not the inside, the outside. This is. I don't think this is actually the place I selected last time, but it's not
as
terribly
a player
important.
that's worrying for me, but I'm still
Did I not
gonna
have my notes?
in character I'm
Staying
gonna
at Church of
bite
Cannabis.
and I'm gonna check for any who did the investigation earlier about who figured out like we had this job basically, or this opportunity to go and find some ghosts?
I think it was
Marcus?
Marcus, might have been.
I think it was Victor found from library that there have been several tech companies having strange problems in the
this was the
library, and he tipped it off to Marcus, and Marcus was like, "This is what we're gonna do." Fuck people dying and going missing near the Indian site, so let's go save tech bros.
This one looks like a prison. I don't think
What
this
the
is the
fuck was
one
that
either.
in the window?
That's a tiny Santa, I think.
Yep.
Let me out!
It's the type that you would attach knives to his hands.
Yes. But this actually looks way more familiar, like down the road to the right, I guess, no? Was it that one? No.
It's not,
Yeah.
again, it's not terribly important. If I forgot to grab the bookmark of the location I had picked for it, then... I really got to be more consistent and being like, yeah, it's this location, and then saving the bookmark properly.
What are we looking for?
But it was somewhere near here and in an
was
industrial
actually,
train.
yeah.
I believe what he's trying to determine is where along the road, or where in the general Denver area would something have happened.
Yes, because like if my
Where
car
we crashed.
gets assaulted by weird ghost mechanics disassembling it live while I'm driving it, I'd imagine that there's something happening like close to between this place and the library where the ghosts are coming from, but fuck, I don't know.
I mean, you
Yeah.
recall the various roads you would have driven down in your head. I do believe it's this one, actually. Which is weird because it doesn't look like how I remember it, but it's fine. Whatever.
Yeah,
whatever.
no.
Yeah, me
so-
neither.
I mean, Denver's a pretty big city, but it's ultimately all grid-based, so... I see some space in the grid, and I'm like, yeah, that seems right. That looks grid-like. Vaguely the shape it had before.
Ooh, Rock Mountain Feline Rescue.
Okay, let's try to focus.
Yeah, Victor's not there, never mind. Kitty.
Kitties. 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 Double kitties. Kitty. Double kitty. Double kitty. Kitty. Kitty.
Uh-huh.
Kitty.
Uh-huh.
Kitty. Kitty.
Uh-huh. Good focus.
Good
Look at
focus
all
on
that
that
pussy.
one. Feline rescue. Watch your step. And they have...
Yeah.
Wait. Warning, free roaming kitties. Please do not let them outside. Okay, let's focus. As much as I love cats, let's focus. But yeah, why don't you ask me exactly what it is you were trying to determine? Because you were also near the Church of Cannabis last time. So
Were we?
all of this is
Oh, yeah, we
effectively
were.
just in
Visited
the core of Denver.
Yeah, well, I mean, if we have these ghosts over here, it's sort of causing a ruckus in the server room. I doubt that they're like linked to us directly anyhow, or in any way. But there was a fucking ghost in my car, which I'm trying to figure out where the fuck did I pick that one up from, because we have not been here earlier.
Yes, but you have been to the library, and you have been in Denver in general, driving around a wee bit, following various other leads and investigating stuff. So it could be anywhere in Denver. Could be anywhere in Colorado, for that matter.
Ooh.
I mean, if they're invisible and act in ways that make people think that there's just other stuff breaking, then that makes it very difficult to determine you're dealing with a ghost. But who knows, maybe in a few months from now, Ghostbusters will be needed.
Yeah. How frequent were these technical difficulties?
The technical difficulties at this particular company?
I'm thinking like, can we somehow verify it's continuing, or how long would it take for us to verify that? There's another incident.
Well, as with many tech issues, unless it is something that you can very consistently reproduce, all you know is, oh, that fucking server's on the fritz again. And of course it's while a lot of customers are using it, and all of a sudden everything's down again. Why? Well, we go into the server room, oh, something's overheating. Well, you replace a fan or something and you check again. What's the problem now? Oh, disk space is full for some fucking... Okay, well, we fixed the logging on it. What's the problem now? I don't know. This service is just stopped for some fucking reason. No, it doesn't have an error log. Which are the worst sort of problems to debug.
Oh yeah.
Where you think, well, I fixed it. I found the cause and it was this. No, still there. Fuck you. But we didn't change anything. Yeah, we know. Fuck you, says server.
Yep.
So it'll probably be 2 weeks before they suddenly conclude, yeah, that problem we had, yeah, it's gone. We will attribute the fact that it's gone to Jim purchasing a new version of Windows. That solved the problem.
But yeah, well, then we should probably either stick around for at least a couple of weeks to see if the problem went away. Basically, keep our ear to the, ground, listening if anybody gets any.
Yeah, well, I
tech
mean,
problems.
Marcus's business is gonna be under investigation in a couple of weeks.
Probably. You
Or,
did show
yeah,
them your business
the-
cards. Did you give your business card to any of the people, by the way?
I don't have them, so
I
it's
don't
Marcus.
think he gave his
prerogative.
business card, so
Well,
He
they
might
have
have
our phone
shown.
numbers.
yes.
Great.
If
Oh,
they
by the
decide
way,
to start asking
Peter,
questions,
didn't you have a
then-
date?
Yeah,
Maybe you
that's the
can
second
do
thing.
some damage control.
Well, I think that like mystically, like it's very hard to get in touch with us.
Yeah, the numbers
So-
no
so
longer
yeah,
in
that's-
use.
That's the B plan. No, plan B. Like,
Yeah, well, the issue is like I doubt the other company is gonna be hard to contact, and they're gonna say that they have nothing to do with whatever the fuck we are. So
But they're also going to
Unless-
hear that the problem is gone, or at least in the most part, or that there wasn't really anything particularly noteworthy. So you didn't take a whole lot of actions to mitigate that one way or another. So I'm going to do a luck check. Oh boy.
that's why I'm hoping that Peter here can do some maybe damage control on his date.
You feel like
That's
your luck is probably fucking awful. And you're going to have to rely on your number one man to somehow fix this.
oh my goodness.
Peter, where did you invite this girl to a date?
can do it, Peter.
It was a place, I do remember.
Okay.
Um,
I don't think you
see,
picked out a
there
place,
it is.
but
I think
Something
I did,
about
but-
subcontractors and yada yada. You'll figure something out. You're a smart guy, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm
Well,
super
there is
smart.
yeah. It's a good thing he's pretty.
where did you invite this lady? Otherwise, I will pick
Check in the
someplace.
restaurant.
Magic Plant Cafe.
It wasn't that.
Well, I don't know what it was. I don't remember it being a place. So I'm just going to name a few places, and if you say yes, that one, or no, not that one.
Well, that one.
Cafe Miriam along the city park.
No, it was an Italian restaurant. I remember that much. I'm
Yeah,
trying to
he did
just
say
try to-
Italian.
All right, Pasta Palace.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Palazzo.
Denver. Pasta Denver, Colorado. Pasta near Denver, Colorado. What do we got? We have Taverna, Bazzana, Ostrana Marco. What sounds stupid? Because that does seem to be how... Shells and sauce. There we go. Alright, shells and sauce. What do you got? Alright, some little place. Food looks decent. Just pictures of food. Now I want a picture of the inside. Here we go. Good.
The fuck was that?
What was what?
Oh, never mind. I read something wrong. I was going through Italian restaurants, Denver, and it says Gallo Italian Supper Club. I totally read that stripper club.
I mean, maybe they have a good pasta there. Anyway,
Amazing ravioli.
Yeah.
Nice tits.
Dining in is back.
Dining
Only
in.
after the corona.
Instead of outside, I guess.
Yeah, or take away.
I suppose that is what dining in is. Either way, hold on, what the fuck is this?
This is a cult. This is a front. Uh-oh.
Happy fun time.
What is this? What the fuck is this? Is that Mr. Rogers? Is that Bob Ross? Who the fuck is this? Is that an alligator?
the mural of the saints.
That, or it's supposed to be a family, I guess. Wife, husband.
No,
no, no,
with
this
a
guy.
crocodile
Mr.
toy.
Rogers, 100%.
And then this guy with the chef in the hat just looking at the person taking the picture like, yeah, I know what's up there. I know why you're taking this picture.
Yeah, and their kid with a toy crocodile, I guess.
Sure. Anyway, this is where you're taking your girl on a date. Now, initially, it is just a normal-ass date. Oh, thank you for inviting me. Dude, let's just have a talk and see if we like each other. And see if there's a click. Oh my god, you're so handsome.
Oh, you look great too. Excellent.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, thanks, I know.
No. You're nice.
At least initially, you have her goodwill. She orders a pasta dish, the scallops, I guess. Scallions? Scallops?
Scallops
Scallops.
is the
I guess Peter orders
scallops.
the lasagna-esque dish.
Oh yeah.
Now, you know, as has been drilled into you by Marcus and Pex, you should probably do some form of damage control. Before we start, did the others give you any specific instructions for how to mitigate this fucking mess?
Yeah, please.
Marco's idea is that like that basically if the date goes well, just basically do a kind of confession that we are a new company and we were hoping to get a new clientele by not stealing somebody's gig basically, but like doing a pro bono assessment.
Yeah. That's good.
I would advise against that. That sounds
And maybe go with
sounds
that
extremely
we
fucking
actually
illegal.
solved the problem. It was that faulty cables that they have been purchasing, like most likely a faulty product on a product line. And they had a really bad luck of like buying them and using them in their servers. And they were creating the glitches because the electricity wasn't flowing as it should or was leaking somewhere. The static electricity was causing the different like computer components to like do weird stuff.
That's so technical already that he probably has to like write it onto his hand if he wants to remember.
We can practice on the table like a basic like Marcus repeating it multiple times and Peter like repeating back to it.
Static
Peter,
electricity leaking.
Give me intelligence computers.
I have it already here, I think. Yep.
I would like to
use
to suggest
Wow.
we
Two successes.
use
cool.
subcontractor approach instead, and that the main company just let us go for some reason or another afterwards, like instantly, or like some kind of stuff, like showing up
Yep.
to
we're
do
not-
some other company's job pro bono sounds extremely illegal. Like
Sure, but
pretending to be professionals of trade.
I understand, but we're not in trouble with the company we solved the problem with. We have trouble with a company that is was contracted to do it. Because if they
Right,
get
which
suspicious,
is why my
they
approach
want
for
to
damage control is to make sure that that company doesn't even like hear that we were there, essentially, through some mean or another.
Yeah, sure, yeah, because that's the important part. The actually contracted company doesn't show up or follow up on. Okay, can you pull out the video to show who the heck there was? Anyway, so the problem is, how do we do that?
How do you do that?
Just one thing is, of course, we are not like we are willing to give the money from the gig to the company if need be, right? That's a waiver, right?
Yeah, we don't care for the money.
Yes.
Pro bono,
Okay,
pro
good.
bono.
Yep. So that's at least one chip we have. What is there? Oh, thinking hurts my brain.
This is why other people got to think for Peter.
Yep. It's just that this time it's hurting me physically in real life too.
Let's take an example. Like companies usually they are very happy if somebody, a friendly white hat hacker, lets them know if their product or website has some like a bug or vulnerability that lets bad guys to get in. Let's try to spin it that way. We just went one step further.
Sure. Well, okay. Could we actually make this official and make what was it, Shaw Enterprises, whatever your company is, that they actually you could change the website to tell that okay, this company does solve some other company's problems for them, and does it for free too. Like they can get the commission. We don't need anything.
Yeah, we can do it and that we are doing bug bounties and white hacking activists, not always playing by the rules but always being the good guys. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let me put something there if somebody from either of those two companies follows up and check out the Horizons like a website.
Okay, so you want to update your website to have a bullshit story about you guys being a pro bono white hat hacker organization. And let's just say that you were hot on the trail of some other hacker group that you were hoping to get information on by asking around here. And you just happen to also solve the problems here, if you have the opportunity and it's not unrelated.
Yeah, kind of like that.
So, all right, if that's a strategy. That is a strategy. The only question is, can Peter now convince this lady? You are sitting there with the secretary, who's going to relay whatever story you end up giving back when all of a sudden it turns out that, hey, these people weren't associated with this. Why did we let them in here? How did they get past our security? How did they, actually solve this problem? Did they secretly cause the hack? And now they're just covering their ass? So, Peter, as you're sitting here at the table, initially you're just having a date. It's like, man, work's been so busy lately. I'm just glad I get to go out on a date like this. Oh my god, you're so pretty. What do you do for a living? Are you a model?
Oh, well, you could almost say that, but never mind about that. Oh, your blouse is looking like. Where did you get that?
Thank you.
Oh.
I just bought it at Stacy's last week. This was the last one they had of this particular design. I was worried that I didn't have it in the right size, and I ended up buying it one too small. But then when I brought it back, turns out that someone else has already returned something, and I was able to get it in the right size. It was really lucky.
Excellent. Oh, well, see, there's something good in every day, right? So, first of all, out of character, if there is, I'm guessing there's wine served in this
Yes,
restaurant.
It's a pasta restaurant, so you're probably both drinking wine.
Yep. So I'll try to get her to hurry drinking the alcohol so that she is a bit more susceptible.
Give me manipulation empathy as you try to manipulate her into drinking her wine faster than she otherwise would.
With the patties.
I need to get this woman drunk on my date. Okay,
Yeah,
one
I know how
success.
it sounds.
Okay, she is intoxicated with wine. She will once again ask, "She's so pretty. Are you like a famous movie star? I don't watch certain types of movies. You're like in movies, right? I knew it. You're like an actor or something. Maybe you're like a famous streamer on Twitch. Are you Markiplier?
You know about Twitch? Oh, excellent. But no. I mean, I'm a YouTuber, not a Twitch streamer.
Are you PewDiePie?
I'll go with the Markiplier. Yeah. No. You got it right the first time.
Can I hear your famous catchphrase?
That's probably something I need to roll for, right? If
No, just say it.
remember it anymore. It's been such a long
Then
time
make
since
one
I
up.
watched.
And make one up and say it with confidence.
Well, hold on to your hats, and we are rolling.
Oh my god, you are a YouTuber.
Yeah, I told you. I mean, it's not the most glorious job, but it pays. Hey, I'm sorry. Could I try to, as I've dazzled her with my internet fame, I'll try to get her to talk about the issue at hand. Like, hey, sorry, but could we turn our talk or subject to about work stuff still for a bit, because I really need to get something off my chest.
You mean
don't worry, it's nothing.
some dark secret of YouTubing? Oh my god, please don't tell me you're also a child molester. There's so many of those already.
You know, holy crap, never. But no. I was talking about that one. Like today, we came to your office, so the office visit.
Oh my god, was that an undercover YouTube video?
Well, that too, but to start with, we kind of do this thing that we just infiltrate the companies, but we are not doing it like to hurt the company. So I'm actually here to tell you that it was a bit easy to get into your company, and here are some notes that how to up your security and not let this happen anymore.
You mean all of this was just a sting to get into the company? Even this date?
No, this is absolutely my idea. Nothing to do about the company. Don't worry, you look lovely.
Oh, thank you.
I really mean it. I really do want to be here with you at this moment.
Did you give her a bunch of notes that were written by Marcus?
Yes. So anyway, here's the notes my colleague made, and also I know how this looks for the other company trying to come in. Don't worry, we're not trying to steal their job. We kind of just fix the problem while at there. So, pay them what they're owed. So we don't need anything for that. We're just happy to help keep the, world a more secure place.
Oh my god, I'm gonna get in so much trouble when it turns out I let a famous YouTuber in.
Oh, don't worry about it. This is a, this is a plus side. Your company's gonna, if they have half a wit, they realize this is a golden opportunity. They did a good thing.
Well, I suppose we at least sort of see it as a marketing opportunity. Wait, don't our lawyers need to sign off on the video if we're gonna appear in that?
Well, yeah, we'll get in touch with the legal side later. Don't worry, we're not publishing anything without your permission. So nothing like that. As said, we're trying to do this for you, not against you.
Okay. Give me one more roll just for good measure. Zip, zip, zip.
Margot might have like mentioned few times the thing called NDA that can be used to like restrict like anybody speaking about the other party.
Okay, but does Peter understand that well enough to understand how it applies here?
Well, I think he should because he's ex-military, so he probably knows about NDA.
I can't
already.
date you. We're NDA. But I think it's more about convincing her properly. Also, she's quite under the influence, so just tell me the story you're going with. I don't think a roll is necessary. She'll buy it at this point. But
Yeah,
let's
so,
really be sure on the story we're going with.
So yeah, so we came in. We were just trying to test if we could get into a server room, and suddenly when we managed to get past the security, and we found the problem, and we decided, well, once here, let's just fix the problem too. It's just a faulty wire, so we changed that, and there was like some, and he searches for a moment, some electricity leaking and causing some problems with the computer parts, and now the wire's fixed and the problem's gone. So no worries. You have all the information over there in the paper, and also we'll be in touch for the YouTube video, licensing rights, and there's this thing called non-disclosure agreement we need
Oh my God, what's that?
It's this other piece of paper underneath. It's that we are not in liberty to say anything, or we can't say anything about your company, and you can't say anything about our company before we make this official. And we both need to sign this.
Oh my God, did you invite me here to sign paperwork?
No. As said, I'm sorry to bring this work stuff up, but it's just convenient when we are here. I'm here for you. I take her like hands at that moment.
Roll me appearance. Appearance.
And I look deep into her eyes, not trying
How much
to.
teeth are you showing?
Look
when
into
you're
my eyes.
smiling?
My eyes. Look into my eyes. Not around the eyes. Look into my eyes. You're under.
Not like that. What was it? Empathy? Appearance empathy.
Appearance empathy.
Yep. Another
Yeah,
two
successes.
successes.
Like, you're good at this. Look in my eyes. I'm sexy, right? Yes, you're so sexy. Sign this piece of paper. I will sign this piece of paper.
Yeah.
Now forget we've ever talked. I will forget we've ever talked, handsome man.
And somewhere in our apartment, Victor feels a ripple and goes, "God damn it, another one!"
And so we need to sign these papers, and the money side, just pay the original company what they ask, even if they didn't do anything.
Okay.
That's good.
Fine. If anyone has questions, I'll tell them that.
Yes. Now, with this work stuff out of the way, I don't know about you, but I would go for some desserts and another glass of wine.
What desserts do they have here? Also, I'm quite convinced she would get quite a bit too drunk because of how you've been pushing her in that direction. So she drinks a whole bunch, eats the dessert, but after that is a bit too tipsy and says, "I should go home. I'm quite drunk." This was really nice.
Try not to look too disappointed.
Hold on, I need to roll if she drunk drives herself home.
Oh no.
Oh no. Okay, so you see her get in her car drunk.
Oh no, taxi.
Hey, you should be. Maybe you'd be better off with a taxi. I can call you a cab.
Is she going to be very fucking stubborn? No, okay. No, I don't
want
have
anything
to
to happen
fight
to you.
about her deciding. No, I'm going to drive drunk home.
I'm gonna depend on a woman. I can do it myself.
I'm going to get in my car and have a fight with a ghost.
No, that would have been
you tell her that's not a good idea. You call a cab for her. She accepts. That gets her home. The night is over. Okay.
Okay, damage control done.
After that, you are
At least
fairly certain the damage is controlled, and enough bullshit will sort of dissipate this problem for you. Which brings you back to the general investigation. You now know that at the very least, this company seemed to have had a ghost. You've had a ghost in your car. We're calling them ghosts because that's sort of how they act, but they seem different from the ghosts that you've encountered before.
So let's call them phantoms or spirits. Yeah, spirits is good.
Bundle spirits.
So when I come back to our Airbnb, I come to Pex and I'm like,
You do what?
you know what? You got a flamethrower in your trunk. I got a fire extinguisher in mine, and you're looking at him. He looks beaming, super proud about himself.
We should probably.
Does anyone laugh?
Put them in the same.
No.
trunk. It would make more
What?
sense to carry them in the same place, wouldn't it?
No one laughs at your joke.
I'm talking about me. Come on. I put out the fire. See what I'm saying?
There's a fire?
All by myself
with the
as he
company.
wipes the writing off his arm.
Oh. Good.
So yeah, it went well. Well, not that well, and I wink. But I took care of the problem.
Right.
Hey, Marcus, thanks for those papers, man. I would have never, survived without those.
Okay, guys, let's never do this again. Seriously, that was too close.
So I'm suggesting we go and take a look at the Rockies. There was something. Remember worms or something? Maybe take a week off and go hiking a little bit.
The termites? They
Disappear
must
from
be termites,
town.
right?
You mean the
Essentially.
ocarino worms?
I don't know. I just want to, I'd rather not be around when cops come asking. Like, I'm sure you did a good job, but like, I'm a dead man. Remember? I don't want to take any chances.
By the way, when
Yeah.
you guys did come home, well, the first guys who came home, you would find papers with glyphs like discarded all around the place. The kitchen is kind of a mess where there's some glyphs drawn with salt, some with other substances, and you find Victor just mumbling over them.
Oh, the crap.
Like they're up.
So what are you into? Like astrology now?
Like you would find magic runes everywhere in the apartment. At least, especially in the kitchen area, but like crumbled on the floors or pinned to the walls and all a bit different. He's been busy.
I think this was a legit in-character question from Bruno.
Right.
Mhm.
And he goes, oh, no, we just figured, well, you guys were busy dealing with Tech Bros, so I figured I finally have time to practice this shit, so thought I'd try to get it to work.
What have you been
What-
doing exactly?
Yeah, get what to work.
Oh, he's been trying to finally get to he's been trying to get the glyphs that he got from Geraldo back in Oregon, and the some of the containment glyphs that we found in the soul-eating house to actually
Right.
work. He doesn't know what he's looking for, but he exchanged some of that information back in Geraldo's house. Like, his notes and everything about the soul-eating house
Mm-hmm.
for Geraldo's lore on ghost-containing glyphs. So he's been trying to kind of get those working, as well as whatever he has sort of from the house, the footage and pictures that we got from doorknobs and shit where he found those glyphs in the house. So he's been trying to draw them as as precise as possible, and using his Aleister Crowley books and whatever to actually get that stuff to work. He doesn't know really what he's expecting, glows or anything, but he's been hard at work. Like, I can't do shit, so I have a whole day time. No one's here to stop me, so...
You've just been practicing stuff. Okay.
Yes.
And to verify a few other things, you never ended up doing the prayers and whatnot, right?
No.
That have been
No,
established.
he has not done those.
And additionally, I don't believe you got any particular books from Geraldo, right? You just showed him some stuff.
No, he let me borrow some to sort of read on, but he didn't give me the book. So, like, he would have either taken pictures from the pages or written stuff down to later read. But he doesn't have the actual volumes.
Okay, but you took a quick scan of a bunch of the stuff.
Yeah, he would have. So he has more than just his own memory.
As you try to go over the stuff, I'm gonna just one more intelligence occult, just for the purpose of your own interpretation of the stuff.
Yeah. Intelligence occult.
As you go over the various...
I will roll my days.
that helps. Yeah, sure.
Foresight. So intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
Let me other, which was going to be vision. So it's a poll mod 3, difficulty 7. Roll the dice. 3 successes. I have 3 forces for the day, which is one of which I'm going to use for this.
Okay.
Because he
All right,
would.
intelligence occult, roll twice, take the highest.
Yes. That's the first one.
2 successes versus 2 successes.
2 successes.
All right. So, as you go over these notes that you have from that, of the various books, and you look at the various reproductions you've made, you are convinced at this point you have made perfect visual reproductions. You've used the right ink, you've used the right material, it's on. They look exactly the same, and yet they don't work. You have followed the advice of this book, and you have become convinced that there are steps that must be done while making these that are either not recorded in these particular books, like these are just surface level documentaries, and you compare it mentally at this point to cargo cults. There were these things in where airplanes would fly over primitive tribes and drop packages, and the tribes would not understand what was happening, but they would try to mimic an airfield and certain movements in an attempt to have the package drop, and you feel like you are doing that right now.
Right.
You are imitating what is very clearly the visual component of this, while missing some deep core that has completely eluded itself so far. You feel like if maybe you just had the opportunity to talk to that grandma, or, maybe have that Mormon guy explain certain things to you, or someone who is in the know and willing to actually share it with you, you could unlock this missing thing. Some piece of advice like, as long as you draw them and you keep your asshole clenched and you think of the number 7, then it works.
Yeah, because he has been trying, like, getting into the same state of mind as he does when he's doing his communion with his patron. He's gone through all of those things, like, oh, maybe it's a state of mind thing and blah blah blah, but none of that worked so far. It's like it's not about wishing.
Yeah. But yes, you are convinced that all the books in the world cannot actually reveal this truth to you until you find something somewhere that reveals the actual secret that just doesn't seem to be written down somewhere, or at the very least not in the material you've had available up till now.
Yep. But that's the kind of a mess you guys get into, like different. There's been some red substance with which one of them is drawn. You probably hope it's ketchup. The kitchen is a mess, and he's frustrated and mumbling to himself. And some of them are pinned, like taped to the walls, like with scribbles like, "This is probably closest I can get." Someone just directly on the table with condiments, kind of thing.
Was to work. What does it do?
Well, according to the Arcanum's books, this particular one is supposed to be a ghost-containing one. A ghost-repelling one. That one is some of the stuff we found in the soul-eating house, which are containment runes. But I'm just missing a piece. It's more than scribbling pictures. I can't just find that.
We tried scratching it onto or using it on like a actual surface, not just a piece of paper, and maybe like.
He gestures to the kitchen table, which is also a mess.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
Whatever possible thing Pex would suggest, he will be able to point to and say, yeah, no, I tried that.
Yeah.
He has extensively tried stuff in the past months.
What about, channeling your chakra into it?
Yep.
Maybe you just don't have any chakra.
I think this is...
Maybe you just ain't got it, man.
No, it's something is missing. Like, I'm looking at it from the outside. It's like trying to...
just to fuck with him, I sit on the... I take a chair at the kitchen table and I choose one of the scribbles that he has over there. I place my hands like next to it, kinda. Close my eyes and start just humming, like just to fuck with him. Like,
he's already moved to scribbling his notes. He's like, I know what your power is, so I know you ain't got it. And he goes,
he just turns invisible all of a sudden to fuck with you.
Yeah.
And then he says, oh my god, this rune made me go invisible.
Except I know what your invisibility power is, so he'll be like, sure, I know how that works. You're welcome, by the way. But no, he mumbles like, I mean, Micah did promise that I don't know, if I pray to God and do the rite that gives Marcus his powers, I would get it. But that seems like borrowed shit. So I want to know how this works, not just sprinkle water and beg God on my knees to give me magic. Seems like a cheat code more than anything.
But magic is something borrowed, something channeled from somewhere.
I don't think so. Could be, but that's not the first thing I'm going to rely on.
Fair.
I want to pick this apart and figure out how it works, as opposed to just beg and hope that whatever entity grants it just doesn't go, I don't feel like it when it's a moment of need, and just stop. It seems highly unreliable. I mean, have you read the Bible? That dude flip-flops like a light switch. Goes like, I don't know, I want to burn a city, and then go like, no, you can't kill bitches. We gotta save everyone. It's like, make your
I'm
mind.
pretty sure those two books were written by different people. Okay, to be fair.
Yeah, but it's still the same being. So if he flip flops like that, at one time he's happy that you kill your daughter when you come home from
maybe
war,
it isn't.
and the next is
That's
like,
the
I
thing.
hate child sacrifices, and
Yeah, but maybe it's not.
yeah, but that's not the kind of guy you want to rely on. A schizophrenic with 5 personalities at least.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. Keep at it.
I
Gonna get it, champ.
I hope so. It's gonna be real useful when I do.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
I think he's going cuckoo.
Why did you go sit invisible in the corner? We'll forget about you.
He doesn't have the drugs at the moment. Actually, this is Colorado. There's more than enough weed going around.
Also, he doesn't need it. He still has that one free use of it. That he took from Victor.
Oh, that's true.
You have the one freebie use of it.
He's saving it for when he feels like he needs it.
It's true, when he needs to go stealth stealth mode.
Or when he really needs to get high.
Is to get back at Victor for something.
Oh, yeah.
Also, when did you guys lose Peter? Isn't he with you?
Oh yeah, he just came back, didn't he?
Well, I assume you guys came first and Peter went to a
Right.
date and then he comes back eventually. So this is,
Yes.
I imagine this is conversations happen whilst you guys go home and Peter's
True.
fucked off to his date.
That's
Oh
what
my
I'm
God.
imagining too.
Yeah, I think my mind is breaking. I need drugs. Concept of time seems
Oh,
weird.
just go find a gay club and probably find Molly or something. Anyway, where did you
Dead
lose? Where did you guys
silence
lose him?
goes into kitchen. Google gay club. Then.
Like, yeah, it's a popular club. You're bound to find drugs.
I mean, I don't know what gay clubs are
But,
like.
yeah, where's Peter?
IRL. You tell me, are gay clubs just overwhelmingly filled with drugs?
Well, if you believe all the guys on Drag Race, they're like, oh yeah, like half of them have a drug problem. Like, yeah, it's just
Well,
part of it.
that's a
Especially in
T-
big
that's a
cities.
TV
apparently-
show.
It doesn't actually need to be a gay club. I'd say all clubs are really with
Sure,
That's
yeah.
fair
Like, if it's a popular club, then you will probably find.
I was going to ask, like, is this from experience?
No.
seeing how people behave.
The only substance I've abused is alcohol. I haven't done anything stronger than that. So
And everyone is like, no, actually, that's the secret drug. Alcohol is a drug. All the bars are filled
Yeah.
with drugs.
I mean, coffee's a drug.
Huh?
But yeah, nah, I haven't tried anything stronger than alcohol. So
True. Anyway, let's focus. Peter comes home after a while, explains what he's done.
What did
You're
you
all
do?
satisfied that this is probably as resolved as it can possibly be right now. The question
Okay,
is,
did
what do
you
you
lay
do
some
with
pipe?
this information? And you may or may not have the opportunity to place a quick phone call and ask one or two more questions if you have them, but probably no more than that.
I'm not sure if Victor looked this up back then, but well, I'm assuming you guys brief Victor on what was actually the problem because.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So, because this was one of the threads Victor found, he would probably try and look if there is any correlation between the disappearances of the people near the ruins to the start of these problems. Like, is there a possibility that some of these people who disappeared and disappeared have now come back as ghosts to wreak havoc on this town? Like they've been killed and sent back or something?
How would you want to determine that?
Well, that was kind of one of the things we went to investigate in the library. So he would probably go like, oh, well, where was the first disappearances, as opposed to when did the tech problems start to sort of emerge? I mean, I guess he wouldn't really know the exact date of the first ones, but when did it start becoming a noticeable problem?
I suppose that is something you would be able to somewhat have side by side. That both of these problems were in the rough area of the last half year.
Okay.
It's hard to say exactly on a month basis, but it's not like one of them has been going for years and the other one started yesterday.
Right. So Victor points out that, yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if they are linked, but they kind of started at the same time. You guys said they were techies and stuff. And I think one of you mentioned layoffs. Not saying if it's not entirely possible.
Ghost.
Well, I mean, can I find, because he does have a laptop, so he's going to try and look into the disappearances. Can he find information on the victims, like, you know, the usual stuff, names and stuff? Can he find what their professions were, for example, if they seem to match to mechanics or that kind of stuff, or if they were just, in general, all kinds of people?
Give me a quick intelligence research.
Intelligence.
Try to get a few factoids on this.
Yes.
Now, yeah.
3 successes.
The thing you're initially suspecting and looking for is, oh, do these people happen to work in the tech industry?
Yeah.
From the few people that you can, see that they're missing, the initial ones immediately make you go, oh, well, they're not in the tech industry, which blows that theory out of the water. And then the second is, well, what pattern sort of is there? They don't seem to disappear inside Denver. All disappearances seem to be away from the city.
Can I, peeking over his
Away from
shoulder,
these tech
can I
companies, too.
recognize any faces, just in comparison with the ghosts?
You've seen 3 ghosts. Looking over these, the ghosts that you've seen, looking at these people, you realize that the ghostly figures that you've seen didn't actually sufficiently look like people. They were humanoid in shape.
Okay.
But the ghost that you saw previously, haunting the apartment, that one had the appearance of a person. These were just sort of humanoid shapes. So none of these missing people match those ghosts at all.
Right, so I'm not even sure if those were ghosts, honestly. Like, they didn't quite look the part.
I suppose. I mean, yeah, my initial thought was, is someone killing off people and sending them out into the city to, I don't know.
Yeah, that was my idea as well, but I mean, now that I think about it more, could it maybe be like some kind of a spirit puppet master thing?
Well, that's another thing I'm thinking. Maybe someone is sacrificing human lives to bind spirits and send them out to do stuff, but or yeah.
Well, I don't mean like soul spirits. I mean more like spiritual energy, kind of like, golems, kind of.
Yeah, sure. Or like the I mean, I think we really should go to the old Indian cavern site town, because that's where the disappearances were happening, right?
That is where a bunch of the disappearances happened, yes.
Right, and
Though
we
they did
know
happen in
that
other
places.
too.
Yeah, that's one of the places I would want to go look, because I mean, we know there are spiritual entities that are drawn to places of misery. And imagine if you had a place where you kill a lot of people and they're super afraid when you do it, sort of leaving, I hate to say this, but an emotional scar in the world. And try to attract, I mean, such spirits take ages a long time to form. But if you could attract them and send them out to do your bidding as a sort of replica of people, I really
Just
want
to
to go
check,
look at those places.
what exactly is Victor basing all of this on?
Well, no, it's just that all of a sudden there are apparently ghosts that walk around, and we know that there are people disappearing. It's just him going, okay, it's the approach of you start like striking weird things out from the list and going towards
Something
what it
that
could be
connects
like.
these things.
Yeah, anything. Like at this point, it's like, well, there are disappearances that have been happening recently, and there are now tech companies going down with ghosts, while dead people make ghosts. So maybe, probably not, but let's rule that
So
out.
sure that they're ghosts actually.
Yeah,
But I do
but
agree.
then
We should like with the current events, we should probably go and investigate. Maybe take a couple days out of town. That might be a good idea.
yeah, and the next step in his mind was like, okay, well, they're not ghosts. They're something similar to human in looks, kinda, but not quite. Can someone weaponize the deaths of people to like send spirits that way? Is like kind of jumping, like closing off any weird potential hypothesis. Like probably not, but if it is, then we need to shut this down as well.
A hypothetical
This is
is
what-
only as good as your ability to test it somehow.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, let's go check this place out to see what we find there. Like, these are potential. If this was possible, and if I was a bad guy who hated tech companies, I might do this. Kind of, that's his sort of. That's a train he's riding at the moment. What would I do if I had the power to, I don't know, send ghosts around? But at the point, he's like, no, we should totally check out at least the Indian side and probably a few of the others where tourists go missing. So likely there's no connection, but if there is, who knows? We should still stop it.
Yep,
Because
definitely
they
should
sort of
stop.
started at the same time, so maybe there's a connection. Suspicious, but could be nothing. Hopefully there is no connection, but
So your plan for now is to leave the city
Take
and
the
go
other
to
lead, yeah.
the other place. Where was it? Where was it? Where was it? Mesa Verde, I believe, where a bunch of those disappearances happened.
And this was the one that Marcus was like also researching before? Was it?
Yes, you've researched multiple
yeah.
things.
This is probably the one that you were kind of picking up on.
Before the tech pros came on the way.
Yeah, when Victor was like, I also found this, by the way, and you were like, oh, tech pros in trouble. We gotta save them. And after they were ghosts, Victor's like, they started around at the same time. Connection? Coincidence? Maybe.
I think not.
Exactly.
Well, Marcus says that, like I actually sent an email for both some of these relatives of the latest missing people. No reply yet, but I'm hopeful.
You will. The tech companies that had problems, were they all in sort of because this company that our people went to sounded like they were making borderline military grade stuff. Like,
I think
they
it was mostly
they weren't
hobbyist
hobby.
one, right? Did they actually have like any military contracts, like Han? Do you know, or do I know?
You would have investigated this. They do not have military contracts.
Yeah, more
These
like
were
a
drones for
consumer product.
transport.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't. And the other companies, when Victor was looking and found this, were they all in the same sort of business, or was it like tech all over? Was there a sort of connecting pattern?
The only connecting
tech
pattern
industry.
that you have found while researching is that they use a somewhat similar software stack.
Okay.
Marcus was trying to like basically ask questions on the room with the IT guys about that one, but I guess that they didn't really like go into it, like or Marcus didn't get any results, any name of the stack.
The name of the stack is ultimately irrelevant, but I believe I described it as Rust.
All right, okay.
Which,
I think that Rust is like, is it like a programming language?
yes. Well, again, a programming language stack.
Okay. So they all use the same like GitHub or something like that.
Well, no, they might use certain libraries, but more importantly, and you would have discussed that as you were talking to him and brought it up, it is that if someone can work with one and has experience in it, then they can quite easily get hired for another company. So they might have been able to bullshit their way in and say, yes, I know this software. I can work with this. Let me work for your company.
But Han, that was actually exactly what like Marcus was at first like trying to like figure out. That is there like a same contractor working on all these companies that are affected?
Well, if there is, you didn't specify it as such, but if there is, then he would be in that big pile of temporary employees that
Yeah,
he mentioned.
I think I mentioned like pretty early on when we were starting this thing.
Well, the thing is, you now know, because you would have spent time on it, what temporary employees, at least a short list, as you've gone over the data from Ramed when you were talking to him, what people worked in that temporary group. You've seen the commit logs, you've seen their names, you've seen how they sign their stuff. So you know what people temporarily worked on that release. That information is not just freely available for all the other companies, so you can't easily compare that.
So I need to contact one another company and like basically like a cross-reference. Do they have the same any of these other employees on their employee list, temporary employee list?
Yes.
We could do this like in the way that we are like going after the missing people, but Marcus can be sending emails and Zoom messages like on the not busy times. So that could be like a bit on the background.
Sure.
But still going on.
When you guys were poking around the company, did you, and especially in the space with the ghosts, did you see any strange markings in there? Anything out of place? Hidden symbols?
They would need to remember at this point.
Yeah.
They didn't specifically look
Gonna go
around
with
for
no.
it.
Nope.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
exactly
really.
why. Nope.
Yeah, we look around for.
Papers that somebody would have missed. Or
As a player, I know they probably don't, but it's something that Victor would ask. Is like, did you guys notice any?
As a player and in character, nope.
The big satanic carving on the wall.
Just wondering what attracts such things there. I mean, if there was someone going around leaving lures or something, unless it's sent by outside, it's.
You can go check my car. If you can find any
Also, I'm just
markings
going to
on
leave a
that.
note. It says...
By the way, we're not taking my car, I guess.
No, I imagine you need to get that shit fixed. Do you have the money?
No.
Daddy Marcus, can you give Bruno a little bit of money?
I mean, looking at this condition, I'd probably say it's a better
Buy a
option
new
to
one?
just buy a new one at this point.
I suppose. Do you have the money?
No.
Do you remember that one time when you sucker punched me?
After you sold his stuff?
That's an ancient history.
So's the punch.
No, I can still almost feel it.
Aren't those two related, though?
I do remember that, yeah. Why
I think he
you
wants to
asking
punch
for
you.
another
What do you
one?
need?
I think he wants to donkey punch you.
What did he do that made you think of that right now and want to re-punch him?
Right, like
Bruno, what do you need?
Are you? What you want? Another one? I don't need anything really. I mean, I would love to have a functioning vehicle. I do understand that it got fucked up by a ghost, and it's not like any of your guys' issue really. But I mean, I guess we should try and figure out what to do with that thing. Like, I'm not driving it anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, having two cars has been really useful. Not that we need it; we can all squeeze into one. But
Is it more expensive to like repair the damage from the car or just buy a new one?
Good question.
don't you have insurance? Can't you put this on insurance? Like, a faulty window, something, a rock
The
hit it,
damage
and
is,
it just
is comparable as if someone dropped a brick from a building on the windshield.
Yeah,
So-
can't you just put it in?
Okay, so change of windshield.
Can I roll?
I assume the whole car because when we came to the library parking lot, you were describing how like the scratches were all bigger and everything seemed just way more fucked. So I was expecting
Yes.
there to be some either structural or mechanical damage as well.
There might be mechanical damage. You don't know. That was never investigated.
Yeah.
Can Victor roll law if he can finagle some angle how we could get this into insurance?
I mean,
Does he
generally
have
for
insurance?
you want to have it proper. Like, this happened. What are you going to tell him is happened?
Well, yeah, that's why I want to roll law if you can think of something that would be plausible and would go through as a
Well, you can roll
loophole.
law, but you're still going to tell me what you're probably going to try to tell them.
My question is, do dead men get insurance on their cars?
No, it would
He's
have
Bruno
to be-
Tinklepunch. And also, well, Marcus bought the car.
Marcus bought the car,
Technically.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, so we have a
technically the
living
insurance would be in
person.
his name.
Yeah, it's just to looking at the at the damages and go like, I don't know, a brick fell on it and it caused us to veer
He
off.
fell through some
and
bricks and then a brick fell on him.
Well, if it can be put on the insurance, I'm gonna do it. If not, just like change the windshield. I guess that the work is gonna take like a 3-4 days.
We should check
Yeah,
the nearest
repairs will take a
construction
while regardless.
site.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's still
It-
going
it's
to
just
always
to
be
say- it's-
cheaper than...
it's more to save money than anything else.
Right.
Yeah,
well, for
let's
that
get it
matter.
started.
Or get some money out
give
of it.
me
Speaking of
Witt's
saving money,
law.
Okay.
Give me Witt's law.
Could we
Yeah.
maybe
Finagle
try
some
and patch up
insurance stuff.
the scratches
And I will try not to botch it.
repaint it ourselves? Just
Yeah, just don't botch.
Yeah. Ooh, 2 successes.
2 successes. You come up with a story on how some punks were sort of throwing some stuff, and to the best of your abilities, you tried to avoid it. And that
Yeah.
due to some subclause, that would actually qualify because you had all risk insurance. And then they're like, that doesn't technically qualify. And then you legalize them a little bit and they go, you know what? Fuck it. We don't care. It's just a windshield. Sure, we'll cover it.
Yeah.
You've had no claim for a while. Sure, fuck it, whatever.
Yeah. It's the first strike on the car, so.
It will, however, take a while before it's fixed.
Yeah.
It'll be fixed next week.
But it'll save you money, Marcus, so yay!
Yay!
Let's go tourist sightseeing.
So yeah, you tell me, do you spend time in Denver researching that thing? You said you're emailing people about the employees.
I mentioned earlier that I was like in the beginning, like going through the companies, searching for potential people to contact, like either owners of the companies in trouble or like basically IT managers or security managers who have been fired because of the failings in those companies.
Yes.
Like people who would be easy targets for contacts like this, like cold contacts. If there happen to be any matches like that, then I would like to contact the second company and open up the conversation about like basically. I think there's no sugarcoating it. It's like it's a bit of the gray zone when it comes for the legal matters.
Right.
But
it might be possible to. It might be possible to easily identify. Well, maybe not easily. To identify people who have been fired from a company like that recently due to these issues.
Yeah, but somebody
but
like
would they have the information that you then need?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think they would just have the information that you're looking for easily available. You're looking at a long shot for that, because you want to compare a big data set.
Yeah, would have to be somebody who have done like a internal investigation, like a security incident investigation inside the company before he got let go.
Okay, so this is 2 parts. First is give me a roll for the investigation on this, which... Because you now have a slight bit more information due to you having been inside here and going over a bunch of information. So now you're cold calling a few of those people and seeing if you can get lucky by just connecting 2 dots somewhere.
Okay, so what, manipulation investigation?
Yes. So roll me that. But you will need to get lucky afterwards as well, because you contact some people, that's something you can do. Do they happen to have the information as you ask them about all this stuff that you found in the one place?
4.
4 successes. Okay, you contact a bunch of people. For that, I'm also going to give you, let's say 3d10. But you do need to get quite lucky. Various degrees of information they may or may not have. We have a 1, a 2, and a 4. Okay. You contact a lot of people on this. Actually, we had 4 successes, so I'm going to roll 1.
But no luck.
They cannot help you identify, because you're asking about a lot of people. They can't tell you that they recognize any of the particular people that you list off.
Yeah.
Because they're just they're just someone in the organization. They worked with 1 or 2 people, and then they were let go when problems arise. Or they don't give a shit enough to remember. But what they can tell you when you go over it is everyone will just sort of tell you, yeah, there were a lot of recent employees and temps that were hired. Similar to what you heard at Aerotech. That they went through a period where they had a lot of temporary employees to get some crunch out the way, or had to temporarily hire some experts to make it past the end of year release that they needed to do. Which they will tell you is very common in the industry. And that everyone agrees to the crunch, even though no one really likes it.
Yeah. So I think that Marcus has a clear next step. He's gonna find the smallest, the least like a profitable company on the list, the one that most likely haven't had many hires, just because they cannot afford them, and he's gonna contact that company.
Okay. That would probably... Yeah.
Some
probably
small
be-
start.
Yeah, I believe one of them actually contained the word startup. Where is it? Visit? Internet startup. Yeah, internet service startup Mesa Tech. So that would be the small startup. Do you want to just contact them by phone or mail or?
Let me just send a LinkedIn like an email to their basically their founder.
A LinkedIn email to their founder. Okay. Yeah, thing is sent. Also, let me just put this here. Marcus mailed Masonet about the temps. LinkedIn.
And I put it on the context of having a quite new consulting company that is specializing in white hat hackering, and has realized that there is sabotage going on in this area of the tech sector in multiple companies, and we are driving our own pro bono investigation about the subject. And one of the our investigative lead ways is that it is a sabotage by a temp employee that has been working in multiple companies that has been targeted.
Okay.
And that is
sounds perfectly fine. You have sent that mail. You don't immediately get a reply. I don't know if you want to wait multiple days, but you keep an eye on it. And maybe in a few days you get lucky.
Yep.
Then next is, what do you guys do for the next few days? Do you go out to the other place you're investigating?
Think so.
The ruins? Yeah, we can do that.
Right. Hex, you've got the spotlight. So yeah, these are the various suggestions that people have. What do you go with?
What do you mean various suggestions?
Well, the suggestions are for more tech investigations by Marcus. Then Victor
but
will
I thought he was
suggest
gonna
let's
do
go
that
to the
in
Mesa.
the background.
Yeah, he's doing that in the background, but ultimately, you are
you wanna
the
lay low and
icebreaker
get a
right now.
job,
Yep,
or-
you're right. I'm ready to go on some adventuring or go hiking or investigate this other stuff.
Definitely.
Your opinion is valued.
Yes, we are definitely going hiking because I feel like I could use a little time out of town.
Okay.
While we pack the car and stuff, I'm gonna pop my discern just in case there are more anti-mechanic spirits in
That's
the
fine.
fucking car.
Yeah, roll your discern.
Car haters.
As you check the cars. One car is still in the shop, so you would all be piling into the Dodge.
Yes.
Don't you?
1-6 says, as you briefly give it a once-over, checking underneath it, in the closet, inside it, you're confident there is no ghost in it. Right now.
That's a good start.
Everyone grabs their things and gets in the Dodge.
Yes.
Then,
The Dodge and gets out of Dodge.
now I believe I did mention several places,
Would
the Rockies in general.
I would probably store all my stuff that I had in my car now in Peter's car for the
That's
time being.
fair. Particularly the flamethrower, I imagine you don't want to send to the repair shop.
No. Also, I still have a crate of 24 beers over there, which is perfect for our little hiking trip.
Wonderful.
It's
Okay.
true.
But yeah, keep it
I will
up
also. Yeah, Victor will request first
actually.
aid stuff.
Maybe that's smart. Yeah. Let's go grab something.
Pointing at his face like, I'm gonna need more bandages if we're going out into the dusty desert. So
Right. Well, anything that you feel like you would have on you, please do write it down now. Make sure that your character sheet is accurate accurate for the stuff you have on you.
Right.
Since
Do
you
we
are
have
going into the
any?
wilderness.
Do we have any tents?
Well, fortunately,
I
you
have
have
a
an
12
expert
people
tent.
tent.
Yeah, you have
Well,
more
people
than
tent.
enough tent.
Beautiful. Okay.
Question I do have: your
Bedroom.
pickup truck. A pickup truck generally has, just an open back, right? As per picture.
Yep.
It doesn't have a lid or anything, right?
Do you have a tarp that you pull over it if you need something?
But yeah, top.
Dry?
Okay. Because I imagine that would be on there if there's a whole bunch of stuff in the back that you don't want bouncing out, or, I don't know, a flamethrower sitting in the back.
Yeah, indeed. Somebody might just suggest we make a false bottom on that at some point, but it's not there yet.
Well, yeah, Victor suggests more like we take the flamethrower, we split it apart so that the gas tanks look just like that. They're gas tanks, and then you got a couple of pieces of metal apparatus that isn't immediately going homemade flamethrower. It's like metal
That
junk.
should work. I'll just decouple these right
Gas
here,
canisters
and
for
we
a car, I guess.
Right, like I mean, we can store these tanks here or the tank here, and we just take this handheld part onto the back seat, so it's not as obvious.
Okay.
Yeah, but like split them apart so it doesn't look like homemade flamethrowing. So the gas tanks for the car, metal junk.
Sure. Clutch together flamethrower is ready, taken apart at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, basically the tank is just separate right now in the.
Sure. All right, just in case I decide to suddenly have the cops pull you over, small stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Small stuff.
Someone looks under it and goes, "What the fuck?
What the fuck is this?
This ain't legal."
Right, with that out the way, let's transport. You guys are going on a road trip. Traveling across the road. Seeing much of the world.
Campaign.
Yeah.
Get some fishing equipment.
First off, Rocky
it's
Mountains in general.
Never mind.
It's a very mountainous area. Lots of greenery all over the place. And mountains themselves. Let's see if we can get something of the mountains that you would see as you go past. Like these sort of mountain passes and resorts. It's a very nice looking area. Lots of green, covered mountains, snowy mountains. True. These look like they were taken a little bit outside of winter. Yeah. Let me see if, we'd need to get lucky to see if there happens to be some spot.
Oh, it's winter right now also?
Yes, it's December right
It's
now.
late November, early. Yeah.
Oh, right,
it's
yeah.
December, so
Fuck.
it is
my
cold. So winter clothes.
Yes, I'm assuming you guys dress appropriately.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might.
Which is
need,
also why camping
second set of
outside's-
allowance.
Yeah, camping outside probably not the best idea for you right now. But
It's fine as long as you got good sleeping bags and
True.
do you have
maybe,
good winter sleeping? Do you have 4 good sleeping winter bags, Peter?
that's why we're going shopping before.
Okay, well then, I guess you get those. Although, granted, I don't think your plan was particularly to camp out here, but if it's a thought that crosses your mind, you stop at a shop somewhere and you buy stuff.
Yeah. It's in the mountainous area. Who knows? Especially if we need to sort of stay out of town for a brief moment, kind of deal as well.
Mm-hmm.
And considering our track record, yeah, we probably might fuck something up, and we'll have to run, sleep in the wilds.
Anyway, the area that you are going to, where there have been at least a few noteworthy, in your opinion, disappearances, was Mesa Verde, where, first off, deep mountainous area. A little more sparse than the pine trees and various that you saw before. But more importantly, the place it is known for Mesa Verde itself, which is... This one shows it well. A set of old Native American dwellings carved into the cliffside. It is now a national park that serves plenty of tourists that go there to see this quite unique bit of American history. Now, I had a description of exactly what it was. Where do I have it? Where do I have it? So, Mesa Verde National Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site located in southwestern Colorado, near the four corners of the state of Utah, Arizona, New Mexico, and Colorado. Translated, it means green table in Spanish, referring to the flat-topped highlands that characterize the area. Although geologically, it's more accurate to describe it as a cuesta, a platform with a gentle slope. The park occupies about 200 square kilometers and sits at an elevation of 2,600 meters, where the climate has remained relatively stable for 600 years, preserving these ruins. Where it preserves one of the most significant concentrations of ancestral Puebloan architectural sites in the United States, with over 5,000 miscellaneous known sites and 600 cliff dwellings in the park. These cliff dwellings, built into the natural alcoves along the canyon walls, were constructed a little after 1200 AD. It says CE. When they started. CE and AD are the same, I believe. The large structures, such as the Cliff Palace, one of the largest dwellings in North America, were built using stone, mud, wood, and a very primitive concrete. They served as homes, storage areas, and ceremonial places. The ancestral Puebloans began living up the mesa around 500 CE, initially constructing pit houses, which later evolved above ground and multi-storage villages. But for you guys, it is effectively just a big tourist attraction right now. Would you choose to pay the park entrance and then, go along the guided area where they give you a big walking tour, where you guys go hiking through the place, or would you want a guided tour?
Well, is the guide gonna steal our car if we don't pay him?
Maybe.
I mean,
It depends if it's
we
Jack
had
Black
luck with-
again.
Yeah, indeed.
Is it Jack Black? Well,
We had luck
Victor
with
kinda-
the other guide.
Yeah.
Okay.
Victor kind of points out that the disappearances have been happening outside of these recommended trails. So if we want to find anything, we probably shouldn't traipse after a guide, because it'll be more
I think they
difficult
must have some rangers here, like park rangers we can maybe talk with.
Yeah, I suppose, but I also think that they might strongly, if we go talk to them and ask about them, and they might strongly discourage or at least keep an eye on us in case we go poking where we shouldn't. As opposed to
Okay,
if we just
let's go with the tour guide first.
What was the
We
first
can
option?
over-
One was the tour guide, and the other one was just
One is just
what?
hiking along the indicated path. Another is taking a
Yeah.
tour guide. A third option, I guess, is saying, well, fuck it, we're just gonna go somewhere off the path where we think it's interesting.
No. Let's get
Yeah,
the
that's
tour
what
guide
Victor
and,
suggests.
yeah, we have Peter. No worries. Peter's gonna chat with him and get all the information we need.
About what? The point is to
About
go out of the toured area because that's where the disappearances happen, is the people who go away from the tours. So if we want to investigate this, the tours aren't going to give us anything.
But
It's the
these
area
people
outside
are
of it.
working the same like a group of people. He most likely is like chatting with the park rangers and stuff like that, hearing all the rumors of the workplace. I think that they might have some good clues to start with.
I mean, I suppose we could do that if we want to pay twice. Unless we can first take the paid tour and then afterwards hike around. It sounded like both of them are paid.
Peter, how about we like use your channel in here? Like usually if there's a journalist or like a media presentation, they might be more willing of like giving us information in hope that they will be preferably shown on the video.
I mean, that's not impossible, but I imagine you would need to bullshit the right person.
Somebody who is like
You gotta let me in,
really
man. I'm
wants
a
to continue.
YouTuber.
Gotta let me in, gotta let me in.
If you're a famous YouTuber, then you can afford the $100 a person to just go in normally.
Exactly. I think that's gonna be the other thing.
But yeah, basically that aside, 3 options. Guided tour, follow the path, go off the path. Entering the park always has some costs, but more costs if it's, not that it's a really important cost.
Well, considering our finances.
I suppose, but one attaches you to a guide, one has you follow the path, and one has you going wherever the fuck you want.
Yeah. Well, Victor is strongly for the go wherever we want, because that's where we're probably going to find what we're looking for. Because
also,
based on what
you know how many kilometers of area there is? Like we can
following the path and
wander here for a month without seeing anything.
I suppose, but if we're stuck to a tour guide's house, we'll be the safe trodden paths. Didn't you say that the people who disappeared were the ones who went to the areas where the tour guides were like, no, don't go there?
I think that I mostly want to hear the rumors that they have among them.
I suppose.
I mean, if we go with the tour guide, we get to know the places where not to go later, right?
Mm-hmm.
I suppose.
Otherwise,
I mean,
we're just wondering.
Yeah, assuming we're still allowed to hike around here on our own after we've done the tour, or is it just like, well, this is the tour, get the fuck out, or pay again to get back in?
Well,
so
we
I
could
guess
just
that's the
come back.
question.
Yeah, but how is that different from us just going
Exactly,
there without any?
yeah.
So
Just going blindly is so stupid.
get some local.
Well, I just don't want to pay twice. We're not exactly rich, so if we have to pay twice.
Are you
One
going to
for
pay
information
anyway?
gathering, and second for.
Or am I paying twice?
I'm pretty sure Marcus is paying for most things right now.
Yeah, you're paying. I mean, if you're fine paying twice, then sure, but.
Yeah, I'm totally fine paying twice. Let's go.
Compared to your hospital bill, it's smaller. It's still $100 a person from what I saw.
Yeah, which is still 400.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
almost my hospital bill.
So you're joining the guided tour. Peter, it's ultimately your call right now. You have the spotlight.
Okay.
Do you have any strong
Taking the
opinions
tour.
one way or another? Then you're taking the tour. Great. It is currently winter. While a mild dusting of snow hits the area, there are still guided tours happening. I believe we had a picture earlier where there are just tourists with you following the not that. Where is it? There were a bunch of photos with some people. Miscellaneous. So, as you take this, why is there suddenly an echo? Did I accidentally turn something on, or is one of you echoing stuff?
Hopefully not me.
No? Okay. Either way, you take the tour. you will be introduced to your tour guide, which will be this fine gentleman, who seems quite grumpy about it, having to do this in the winter.
That's not Jack Black.
That is not Jack Black, indeed. And who sees it not so much as his job to tell you about all this stuff. He will, once he gets to a place, he will give a short spiel, very similar to the one I just gave you. And then he will mostly just see it as his job to keep you away from certain places, has you not touch certain things, tell you, stay on the path, that's dangerous over there, stay away from the cliff, no, don't climb on that. And particularly because lots of families are also here that have kids, and his hands are just full of keeping those kids away from shit the entire time.
But if there's anything kind of, I'll keep a mental note of what he's keep telling us to keep off of, and if I see anything that's basically suspicious, I'll just nudge somebody else, like, why is he talking about that place?
Right. Now, as you are taken over the course of the entire day through like 5 or 6 different cliff dwellings, quite often he'll say, like, okay, here's the path. Please stay on the path until we get to a section where you're allowed to explore a bit. And occasionally you will see paths on the side, or someplace, a winding road leading up to a cliff. And he will always say, like, okay, no, that doesn't lead anywhere. Please follow the path here with me, everyone, to me, please. But you guys will occasionally see hunter markings carved into the cliff face here and there. Some of them seem like they're quite old. Some seem pretty new.
What do they say? Are they too far to...
Many of them are quite far to really make out.
Well, good thing Peter has
multiple of them say
binoculars
danger leading in a certain direction. Some are
Peter,
just
did you bring
very
your binoculars
generic.
or are they in the car?
Bring what?
Your binoculars.
Yeah, of course. It's a Vista. Of course I did.
Sure. Give them here. Using Peter's binoculars, we look at what the faraway ones say.
Okay, the faraway ones that you can see at the top of the cliff, which you would need your binoculars to see properly, will say danger and home. And the ones inside Mesa Verde, inside the dwellings itself, will say stuff like protected and safe haven.
Oh.
Oh.
How can you be a danger in a home?
We understand them. Are they of different ages? At sometimes it's being like safe, and another age being not safe anymore.
There is no consistent pattern in which ones look older and which ones look newer. Both of them seem to have a mix of them. There are quite a lot of them.
Different handwriting, if you can say so.
I don't think handwriting really applies here. No, these things are...
It's a
I know, but like one is like a drawing more deeply than another or something.
I mean, you would probably say that the
Also,
really
let's not
old
forget
ones
that-
look like they are older, and by a different person than the newer ones.
Yeah, the more faded, but
That's about as much as you
I mean,
can
let's
tell
not
about
forget.
this.
Yeah, and one man's danger is one man's protection and home. I mean, Micah was.
Yes.
Something.
There seems to be
What if
some
something dangerous
small
is
How
trail-
close is the
Yeah.
tour guide?
a small trail of miscellaneous symbols. Multiple of them are danger, and some of them are something you can't quite make out anymore as the symbols are old
Yeah.
and damaged. Seem to lead up above the cliff of Mesa Verde. So if the cliff dwelling is inside, something is on the cliff on top of it. Let me see if I can get a good picture of that one.
Yeah. Victor's taking photos of any markings he can.
Right. If this is the
plausibly
cliff
take
dwelling, then there's
photos of.
a path on the side leading all the way up. It's quite a steep climb. That in itself would be dangerous. But they seem to be pointing to something up there. The tour guide has his hand full with the families, and you guys are potentially all the way in the back right now.
Right. But I mean, let's not forget that one man's home and safety is one man's danger. I mean, if you think about Micah, he was technically one of us, but, well, to us he was definitely a danger. So one hunter might look at the thing, go, "Ooh, that's safe and cozy." Another one goes, "No, it's bad."
That is possible.
Still up to personal interpretation.
It could have been safe, could have been not safe.
Yeah, it depends on who's looking.
Do we have any? Yeah, no, just in general. Someone thought it was
Yeah.
safe, and then it wasn't.
Did
Either
I get it
that
wrong
or-
that this hunter piece was actually pretty new? Like the awakening as a hunter was like a quite recent thing, like not like a decades, but more like 10 years at max.
Give me an intelligence occult check, Marcus.
Yeah.
I would go in assuming that it's not safe.
Yeah, considering the markers, especially if some of them are faded.
Go once, rolling twice.
No dice.
You have 0 dice? Oh, okay, 0 successes. Okay. You don't
Yeah.
remember the
But I
specifics
will
of
also
this.
like whisper it for my friends.
Okay, well, if you share it, you will collectively discuss it briefly. You will remember discussing earlier that the awakening of hunters, as far as you know, is something of at most the last 50 years.
Okay, 50 years is quite
Victor
long
discussed
time,
it with
so
Geraldo as well.
Yeah.
So it is a few decades. It's half a century at
Yes.
least.
So I suppose the question is, are these markings older than that or not? Well, how is your geology?
I mean, that is also a fair point. I mean, nothing says there can't be times in history when our patrons don't sort of, or but the strange activities in the world don't sort of rise, which prompts our patrons to sort of conscript
Wake up
more
from their
pawns into their game.
That is also completely possible, yes.
So just because this has been going on for 50 years doesn't mean it didn't happen 500 years ago as well before us. So hard to say.
Oh, yes,
But I think
hope.
definitely
I
once we
know.
go hiking, I know where I want to go next.
Is it the place where you're not supposed to go? Yes, it is.
It says it's protection and home and safety. And he points out. And
Well,
puppies.
the protection and home and safety, it says inside Mesa Verde.
Oh, right,
On the
okay.
cliffside, leading up, there are 1 or 2 saying home and many saying danger.
Home.
Path to home is dangerous, I guess, or something. I mean,
Yeah, many
Yeah.
of them
We're
are
here to-
along
we're
a
here to-
trail,
we're
which
here
makes it a
to-
little difficult to know which one is leading in what direction.
Yeah.
we're here to get clear of problems. Well, not to
Well,
clear out
right,
problems
yeah.
specifically, like
The
are we
big
gonna
question
be
is
scared
if
we
you
should
want
double
to.
check it out.
someone is giving us a warning.
The
just
question
keep-
is, do
keep
you want to
your eyes
follow that?
open,
Do you
ears
want to come
open.
back later? Do you want to get rid of the tour guide? Do you want to just stay here for now and, I don't know, investigate some other aspect of it?
Well, Marcus is the one paying for this. What do you want to do?
I don't think the money is the
Mark-
biggest deal right now.
For Victor, it is.
Money is always the biggest deal.
Yeah, because we got two paws, one and one who's actually making proper money. So it's like, what does the money say?
What I was gonna say is that Marcus is gonna like try to find a moment when he can actually chat with the tour guide, like sort of nobody is like bothering us, or he's not super like busy with the families.
Very well. Yeah, that should be available. Marcus, you go up to him. Gerald is available. When you go up to him, he goes, yes.
I'm gonna
you have
like
any questions?
I'm gonna hand him like my business card and say that like I'm a consultant who is doing business for some of the relatives of the missing people in this area, and ask that like if he's like interested about like earning like a few $100 extra for answering a couple of questions.
That has his attention. He goes, all right, just answering some questions.
Yeah. If possible, do you have time after this tour? Like maybe we can have like a drink or a cup of coffee, and I can ask them in peace.
I suppose, but
I'm
that would be
representing
at like 6
some of
o'clock
the-
tonight. And I wouldn't have very long. I would only have like an hour max.
It's fine. Like I'm representing some of the concerned people whose like loved ones have been lost in these wilds, and like some of them might think that there might be something more than just bad luck involved. I thought that like to start my investigation, I would like to get a view from somebody who actually is working here, knows the area, and like looking at you has the grit and some experience about it.
Yeah, all right. How much money are we talking about? $300? I'll tell you whatever the fuck I know for an hour. I will tell
That
you
sounds
up
good.
front, I only knew a few of these lost people. And they just ignored whatever I had to say about going to certain places. I warned them multiple times. I can't tell you much
All right.
more than that.
That sounds good, but like I think that we are going to go to see those places where they got lost, so you experience how to not get in trouble ourselves is also valuable. But like let's continue the tour.
Okay. Do you want to continue the tour and then ask him this stuff later today?
Yeah, that's the idea.
Okay. Meanwhile, he's talking to this guy. What's the rest of you doing? Particularly Peter.
So the other, the other people with us are just regular tourists. There's nothing special about them, right?
Yes.
Nobody else is checking, making a special notice on the hunter markings. Okay. So, well, I'll still ask around from the tourists, like, hey, interesting place, isn't it? Magical even. Have you heard any stories? How did you come here? Come to be here? You know, try to find out if anybody is here for maybe the excitement of missing people. Maybe somebody's trying to find their missing relative or something.
Okay. Yeah, you can talk to some people. No, they do not seem to be here for that. Yeah, the kids obviously don't care. Some of the other people on the tour seem to just be here for vacation reasons. They didn't even know people were missing.
Oh.
It's not as big a deal as you might think. It's not like everyone comes here and goes, "Oh my God, did you hear
no.
the famous place where people went missing?" Like, so some asshole wandered off the tour and got lost in the woods. Like, whatever, happens every day.
You're tanking the tourism. People go missing here. Did you know? What the fuck?
The famous Mesa Verde killer stalks these places.
Yeah, exactly. Way to start rumors.
But no, Peter will spend some time investigating that and not find anything particular. Pex, what are you doing?
I'm thinking how long this tour is gonna be, and I'm
The rest of the
I'm gonna
day.
have to walk back here. I'm gonna have to walk back here later again. Like,
Yep.
what the fuck?
I mean, it'll sort of be in a circle, but yes.
Zoning out, essentially. In my own thoughts, thinking about all those dice I could be coaching right now.
All right. And Victor?
Hanging around with Pex, or Bruno, and making jokes about how Bruno never told us that he had a long lost twin brother in this area.
Because the guy has a beard?
Yeah, he's big, beefy, old, and has a beard.
Yeah, all big, beefy old men. They're all related.
Yep.
But okay, ultimately, the three of you are staying out of trouble and just sort of going with the tour. And then when the tour is over, you will ask Gerald some questions in the evening. So, okay, if none of you are doing anything in particular, at most talking to some of the other tourists, I mean, yeah, it's a hiking tour. Ooh, look, there's a thing. Now we walk along this trail. Ooh, look, there's a
Wow,
mountain
there's
as we
another
walk
thing.
along the trail.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, look, a
pretty
rock.
much.
Oh wow, look, a bigger rock.
Oh,
Yep.
wow, the trodden safe path. Ooh,
Unless there is something in
interesting.
particular, you will continue that and at some
No.
point end up back where you started at the park entrance. I believe Marcus then talks to Gerald for a little bit.
Yeah. I'm gonna like tell all of us like that like I have purchased some time with our tour guide like on the cafeteria. Like if you have any questions for him, like please participate. I just want to like get his view about this. Few missing cases that I have tracked from the recent times. So let's see if you can like get some word for my few $100, few $100. I mean.
Okay.
You literally bought some time. Wow.
Well, I sometimes that works.
I wouldn't know. Actually, no, I do.
What
I
is
would.
going on with these places? Seriously, there's like little town kinda Granby up in the mountains here, and I just happened to notice like it's the tiniest fucking little shithole, and it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 churches in it. Like, what the fuck is wrong with these places?
I'm sorry. Are you talking about the town nearby, or are you talking about Mesa Verde? Because if there's churches in Mesa Verde, I would be really surprised.
I doubt. No. It's like it's up in the mountains, but it's not the same place. No.
Well,
I mean,
okay. Well, unless you're specific.
It's the U.S. Christianity is a big
everywhere.
thing there, so yeah. And there's so many denominations and subcults in. So
Yeah, there's 3 churches because 2 of them want to kill the other one.
Yep.
Anyway, let's focus. You're talking
Sorry,
to Gerald.
yeah.
Marcus, what do you ask, if anything specific?
I'm just gonna go through the recent like missing people one by one. He said already he like warned them like how did he feel that like did they act weird? Did they feel that they were sober? Could they be like drugged or like under influence? And then generally I'm saying that you can speak very freely that is there anything weird about these disappearances, that the families feel it absolutely strange that even their phones cannot be tracked and such forth. And I'm, to be fair, thinking that there might be some human criminal element that is actually kidnapping or killing these peoples and putting their devices disabling them like a serial killer or something like that.
All right, so he will tell you what he knows, that which is that 2 of the missing people that have recently gone missing were actually part of the guided tours, at least initially, and as far as he could tell, they were just completely following things, and then he had to warn them several times, to properly stay on the path and to not mess with certain things. They ended up not messing with the endangered stuff, but they just sort of got bored and wandered off the track and insisted that they'd be fine and make their way back, or, just wandered away from the group. And last he saw, they were with other people too. So he wasn't, like, oh shit, some kid is going alone. But both of them at least insisted on exploring places where he specifically pointed out it was dangerous, either above the cliffside or into the forest, where there was a slope leading down. Like, oh, cool, we can do our sports thing here. This is a much more interesting place to just sort of run around and have fun. But...
So these people, were they alone or part of the group, with their a spouse or some friends or family members?
Both of them were with their family, at least when he last saw them doing stuff. And both of them had phones and were in contact with their family, from what he knows when they were investigated and when the police asked questions. And at some point, that signal, at least from what he heard, just got lost. I mean, you're in the middle of a huge-ass national park where there are no immediate cities nearby. The signal's not going to be great. So his personal theory was they screwed around in some crevices and fell somewhere deep inside where the signal just couldn't be reached. And, well, they did some searching with the dogs in case of the kid, Thomas. But... yeah, that's what happens if you just go out on your own into the wilds and think you're invincible.
What's so dangerous on top of the cliff?
Well, for one, it's a cliff. You can just fall down.
Aside from wilderness.
It's not. There are no railings or paths up there. If a piece of rock suddenly slides away or you lose your grip as you're on the edge, you're just going to fall down.
Sure.
Mark's gonna challenge a little bit of this narrative in the way that there's a family and one of them actually just gets lost. Nobody sees them falling anywhere, and then suddenly oh, where is Pete? In the sort of ways.
Yeah.
How far can he actually be?
Yeah.
That did they start investigating and searching instantly?
Yeah, and often it would take a while. But, yeah, how far can you realistically get in 15 minutes? But when you don't know, you don't know.
What exactly are the dangerous places? Especially the ones that you said don't tamper with.
Well, mostly because it's a national heritage fund and we rely on it to keep it in good condition. It's thousands of years old. Don't mess with the old architecture or old carvings in the cliff. We've had some jackass try to carve stuff into the cliffside. I have to tell him off for that. Whacked his ass a whole bunch. Do you have any idea how rude the Chinese tourists are that come here? Who think they can just spray paint stuff?
And was any of these people Chinese and Chinese
The
tourists?
missing ones? No, that's incidental.
Let's keep focused.
Okay.
So basically, there's quite many of these cases.
I mean,
do you feel
there's
that
been
it is
two in the
possible?
last half year. I know other people go missing occasionally, but it's a national park. It's big and it's wilderness, and if people don't follow the rules, this sort of stuff's just going to happen. Or if they decide to go off the path and investigate what they think is interesting, but hasn't been properly prepared yet. There's all sorts of little places on top where, yeah, okay, there was a dwelling there at some point, and I'm sure it looks like an interesting hut, but if people haven't taken the effort to prepare it and you try to crawl inside it, who knows if it collapses on top of you?
Offline, wasn't there more than 2 disappearances?
There were. However, he himself
This
only
guy
knows these
was
two.
yeah.
How many were there?
About those two, was it two persons or 2 parties? How would you describe these people?
He is only familiar with these 2 people, as are on screen. Others he has stories of, but that's much more vague, because those weren't associated with the tour often, or it's just, yeah, they were last seen, being on a trail on a camera, and then in the area. But he doesn't consider that his responsibility. He can tell you that, yeah, I mean, they were seen. But obviously, if you're just going to go hiking through an area not knowing what you're doing, you're going to slip and fall somewhere. Or,
Mark's trying to
someone losing their phone and pretending they're dead.
So these were some kids that just went missing.
One is a kid, and one was a young adult with his girlfriend.
Yeah. If possible, Mark's gonna try to offset his thinking by saying that there is a lot more cases than he knows.
There are certainly more cases than he is talking about, because again, he only considers these 2 worth mentioning because they were part of the tours. Anyone else who just wanders into this place, well, that's not his responsibility. Nor is it
not your
expected
fault.
to care about.
Yeah. Is there anything you can?
Any of them are his fault. He's just saying that these are the 2 he knows of personally. The rest are rumors and news.
However, when these people went
can't
missing,
say anything about them.
Obviously, the police asked him as well, which is why to him these are rather important.
Yeah. Is there anything that's been nagging on your mind about this case? Is something that maybe doesn't make quite sense?
I mean, it's been nagging at me when people went off the path or decided to explore on the cliffs and whatnot, and you lose track of someone for even a second. All sorts of things can happen in this place. Ever since then, people have also been more paranoid. Or they've just been making up stories. People wander into the woods and then come back screaming about some monster to the kids, trying to scare them.
Ooh, what kind of monsters?
Oh, just the local folklore and whatnot. Like there's some ghost demon thing wandering in the fog. It's like, ooh, look out! He snaps his fingers like, what's that thing called? Like the demon ram or something. Or Bigfoot. Or, what's that other thing called? Like the trolls. Once it's foggy, every bear starts looking like a weird monster. And people love talking about stuff like this when they're in a, sort of magical location. Like, there's lots of history here, and that sparks the imagination,
Yep.
And when people's imagination starts imagining things, they act irrational. And when they act irrational, they get hurt and lost.
That is true. I mean, out of curiosity, I understand we don't get to go into the city itself, but are there any paintings inside the buildings, like old murals, anything like that?
The tour took you inside the buildings itself.
Oh, okay.
Like, you've been on this tour just now, and as you can see on some of these, there was a picture earlier that had exactly this. Come on, there was one with a whole bunch of people in it. Oh, here we go. as you can see, like, the tour just takes you right through all of this stuff.
Oh, okay.
And while they will ask you, like, okay, walk here, don't climb on this, the tour just does take you, like, right through the middle of all of it. Some of these were previously, long ago, were huts or granaries,
Abodes.
communal halls, abodes, yeah.
Yeah.
A little hard to tell exactly, but that's what ruins are. A lot of these were also restored, partially, to paint a more vivid image. But a lot of it is also authentic.
Yeah.
Mark's also
Were
going to
there any murals or
maybe, like,
paintings
follow-
in the?
on his phone, like a little bit like the signal strengths.
Mhm.
If doing our tour, there's a place where we just lose cell phone signal totally.
While you were on the tour, you would have probably sort of checked on that. The signal strength seems average during most of it. There is no particular drop suddenly somewhere.
Okay, yeah.
But of course, that is while you're on the tour. Who knows if you suddenly enter some cave somewhere.
Yeah. Like that city does seem to go well beneath the ledge.
Mhm.
But
So
Victor does ask, were there any, like, when this place was discovered and has been gone through, have there been any murals, any painting, like wall paintings, cave paintings from the people who lived here?
I need to actually just
Kind of still chasing the monsters in the fog, like what did these people believe in? Kind of chasing that angle.
First off, I want to make sure I have the historical answer, which is yes, there were murals in Mesa Verde. The ancestral Puebloans created painted wall murals inside several of the cliff dwellings, including Cliff Palace, a spruce tree house, balcony house. These murals were made using natural pigments such as red hematite, charcoal, and minerals. A well-known one is Mural 30 in Cliff Palace. I'm just going to pull that one up as a reference thing. Can I just do this? Is that a thing? It has Cliff Palace. Oh, come on. That's just the same shit.
Yeah.
Hold on if I have it somewhere else. Yeah, no. It should be doable. Mural 30, located on the 3rd floor. Oh, okay, it's not as you might expect. Mural 30, Cliff Palace, Mesa Verde. There you go. Which, for something that's 1,000 years old, it still has its color, but I imagine that at some point in the past it would have had more different colors or be part of a larger thing.
Yeah.
That family had 4 kids and just marked the heights.
And they all grew up to be the same height.
I'm
Imagine
looking more
that,
like something that looks like pyramids and the ground, either that or it's forests and mountains, and then there's the sky sort of splitting into itself. I'm like,
Yep, who knows
But yeah,
what that could
Victor's
be.
kind of trying to find the an angle like during our tour, or asking from him like,
if you were
did they
asking about
paint
that,
any
would you mind giving me, because you
weird
are asking about
funky
this,
monsters and shit?
Yes. Would you mind giving me perception empathy?
Yeah. Perception empathy. Empathy. Sure. I'll use a foresight
sure.
for this. Just
2
in
successes.
case.
Okay. Foresight,
Then
any more
roll
than
again.
2?
Yeah.
He's trying to hide it, but he very briefly mentioned that he himself also thought he saw something at a point, which you can probe him on.
Okay. He does. He's like, you mentioned something there. Something that you thought you saw?
Oh.
What
yeah.
exactly?
Well, you know, when the fog is out, you think you see all sorts of weird things, and at some point, I'm pretty sure there was like I mean, I guess it was a bear or something in the forest as well, except I thought it had these horn things. So I'm like, I guess that must be what people see when they think they see some sort of demon thing. Or at some point, I thought I saw this big lizard, this big fat lizard thing sitting on the hillside. We were never able to figure out what that thing was. There's lots of weird shit, which is why it's important that you follow the path and stick together.
True. I mean, the fog can be deceptive.
Exactly. Like your eyes start playing tricks on you, and before you know it, you walk off the path somewhere.
Yep. That is true.
He doesn't seem to want to talk about it, but he's definitely shaken by something he saw, which partially probably explains why he nags so hard on those kids following his instructions.
Where did you see this thing?
Oh, that was like in the forest surrounding the Cliff Palace, which is also where you saw most of those hunter markings.
Right. Like above the cliff or just...
Well, the big lizard thing I saw above the cliff somewhere, just sitting on the mountaintop. And the bear thing was in the forest when it was foggy. But, you know, there's people that look for weird creatures and cryptids and whatnot. They come around poking for that sort of stuff, and they never find anything. Although they claim they see stuff, of course. Honestly, I'd be really happy if they just found Bigfoot one of these days. It would shut them up.
Yeah.
But yeah, that pretty much is all the time he has. You pay him, and he's on his way.
So what you guys think?
Well,
Want to go chasing man
there's
bear
definitely
pig?
something there. So it's a... But he's seen multiple different creatures, so are there just many creatures there? A shape changer? What could
I
it
mean,
be?
it could be one thing, and some of them are just the imagination playing tricks. But considering the markings, I think there's definitely something there. Whether it's actually hostile or more akin to depending on the attitude with which you approach this area sort of deal. Who knows? I mean, if it's a protector of some kind, then you might be hostile if you go in guns blazing or react wrong or have desecrated some things. I wouldn't put it past them. But yeah.
So how do you want to follow that up? That's the big question. Just in case of doubt. Yeah, Victor effectively gets to pull everyone around when it's like, this seems interesting, let's do this.
But I mean, we're here, we're ready for camping, so unless we have to pay our way in, and Marcus is definitely no against that, I think we should totally go upstairs and see what's what. I mean, isn't that what we do?
All right. You do know that around the UNESCO sites there are cameras, so maybe doing that in the middle of the night is the better bet if you want to snoop around there.
Yeah. I mean, it's still going to take some while until your car's fixed and everything, and I think you guys were sort of, we need to lay low in case the companies come ask after us, so a bit out of the town might be good. Let the other stuff brew a bit. See if it's fixed. So let's go camping.
I'm all for it.
Okay, where are you going camping then? Because camping inside Cliff Palace is probably not something that anyone's going to be okay with who's monitoring those cameras.
Well, he said he saw the bear creature on the woods nearby, so maybe there. Either in the woods, but then on it.
I mean, yeah, with bear creature, the best it's going to be is a Bigfoot. Again.
All right. Well, yeah, you don't know.
At worst, it's a devil ram, so we definitely need to keep a sort of watch circulation or something.
Well, yeah, you tell me how you would or wouldn't do that. Okay, let's establish real quick. Going camping in woods near Mesa Verde.
Yes.
Keeping watch. How? How are you prepared in case something goes wrong?
Flamethrower in hand.
Yeah.
Flamethrower.
We circulate the weapons.
In the forest again, although it is winters.
Yeah.
Flamethrower ready in hand. You have some sort of guard rotating schedule? Is it just well, we go into the woods, we plop down our tent, and that's it? We just spend time hoping for something to happen?
No,
Marcus
we
once
need
said,
guards.
this is not stupid.
We need guards even to like keep the fire going in the stove of the tent. So
We're going to keep fire going? Oh yeah, what kind of a tent did we have?
it's gonna get
big person
horribly
tent.
cold otherwise.
You have
No,
big
yeah,
sleeping
but
bags
did
you
you
have a
bought
big
specifically
tent?
for that.
Yep,
True.
big tent for people hunting for big feet.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, yeah,
Big
yeah. Did we have a
tent.
stove in it?
Warm sleeping bags.
I don't think we would probably have a stove, but
It is winter.
We do, but
okay.
Stove,
and we
apparently.
should be like keeping it up.
And some
Yeah,
chili
yeah.
makkara. I wrote this
Flamethrower.
into the chat earlier.
Prepped.
Yeah, and we have sausages
Yes.
for food. We need to grill
Most
sausages.
important.
Grilling
That is, when you
sausages
go
with a
camping, you
stove.
need
How big is this package you're lugging around?
It's-
Because you can't drive into this place, right? You need to carry this on your back to where you're going. They're not going to allow you to just drive into this
Yeah,
place.
easy. Trust me, easy. Been there, done that in real life many
Including
times.
the stove
Yeah.
and
I mean-
the flamethrower?
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
well, not the flamethrower, but weapons.
But
Yep,
yeah, but I've had
in the army.
Yeah.
That's how you
And
did
the
it.
stove.
And you're taking your
I guess I'm
weapons
the
with
only
you.
guy here who hasn't been to the military, so I don't know. Do you guys also lug the stove with you?
Yeah,
Deep into
of
the
course,
woods?
because you have
Doesn't
to
take
have
much
it.
space, honestly.
You're gonna fucking
It's
freeze.
It's like a little gas burner, and
And
then
the
you
fuel?
put like
Yeah, I
a
think that-
little metal expander on top, and then you can place anything. You could put up fucking 10-liter. Get
Oh,
like
You're
Wait,
thinking
is
of
it
one of those little gas
um,
burner stoves to cook food. I thought you meant like a stove to keep the tent warm. Okay, that's a lot smaller.
no,
it's
no,
the stove to keep the tent
I was
warm.
talking about the stove to keep the tent warm.
I mean, yeah, you can
Like-
carry those as well.
Because like you have one guy that, or one or two guys who lug the tent, because it's the more difficult part, in my opinion, the tent itself, than the
Isn't it just roll
than the
Oh,
off?
for
stove.
sure.
But don't roll it over. If you get it wet, it's not gonna be good for you.
Okay.
Or if you rip it, it's even worse.
Sure.
Okay,
I'm trying to find a picture of what kind of a stove it would be, because I have an idea of what is in Finnish kamina, but
Yes,
that's what we had in the boat, and that's probably very different than what you guys had in a tent in the middle of nowhere. Which was also a sort of gas burner.
Not that.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if we have a whole big ass stove to heat up the tent with, then we don't need the gas stoves. That's
Let's
for sure.
not worry about micromanaging the fucking stove.
Sure,
I
okay.
want to. No, I don't.
I kind of do.
Well, then you can
I'm
give
trying
me
to
a
find
big
it.
list right here that says, like, oh, this is what we do when we prepare camping
Oh.
stuff.
Oh, are you
Get
talking
list of
about
camp
that? I'm posting
stuff.
this on Discord. You're talking about something like this
Did you put a whole list in
Yes.
Discord?
Yep.
in Discord?
Indeed. In Discord. Yep. So as you can see, the tent is like double the size, or even bigger, and it's heavier than the aluminium stove. And the little
Yeah,
pipes
and the
you
chimney
have
is within the stove.
chimney.
You just kind of pull the pipes up and cut. Okay.
Yeah. It's really easy to move around.
Yeah, I went to civil service, so I never went to military.
Just to mention, like the normal, like a backpack of like a soldier carries in the army is around 25 kilograms, and that's totally manageable. You can go eight hours in a day with that one, marching.
You don't want to, but you can.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, done
Yeah,
way
we do.
more also.
Been there, done that.
I didn't. I was in tech support. I sat in an office.
Fuck you.
Okay, but to focus for now. Okay, yes, you have convinced me that you can take all sorts of stuff with you, but you would still all be fully laden with all sorts of stuff. Yes, you would be going here full military prep, weapons, full
Essentially, yeah.
military
Essentially, yeah.
loadout. Essentially, Shalou. Military.
Marcus feels it's like a kind of stupid and like a waste of time, but everybody else is so into it, so he plays along.
Sure. Okay.
Everybody's like,
But
yeah, let
long
us
story
go.
short, you sneak
Let's
into
go
the
actually
park.
hunting.
You get yourself into the park. You go to the woods near that place where you think you're, out of sight, and can sort of keep an eye on things. What does the woods near that place look like? Is there anything? Let's just say over here. This is approximately what you're dealing with. It is not quite the same kind of woods as you saw before. It's a lot more deserty Arizona-style woods. But you can get off the road and you can get yourself, camping somewhere. Let's see. Is there some place that just... Okay, this looks like a place that's... Oh, no, this is also inside one of these.
I mean, looking at the surroundings, it doesn't really look like there's much forest.
Well, I mean,
I guess
technically
there's
that is
trees.
forest, but it's not exactly like you're
Yeah,
hidden
it's
out of
just far
sight when
away.
you put a tent. Is that guys you? Is that you? This thing?
Probably.
Maybe.
Something like that. Yeah. And it's not like Victor's hoping to see something in the night. It's more like we need a place to camp so that we can explore the area and hopefully draw out, like investigate above the cliff where the markings are
Yes.
indicating. So
I get it.
hopefully nothing comes at us during the night.
Yeah, hopefully.
But like, isn't this part of our quote unquote job? Is like,
Yeah.
we
But your
go out there
plan
and
so
find
far is
stuff.
literally just camp in the woods, right?
For now, yes.
Okay. You take your extensive military prep. You set up camp in a place in the woods that you think is somewhat sheltered and out of the way and not going to cause any problems for anyone. Right?
Yep.
And after that, you want to use that as a small base of operations to explore the surrounding area, right?
Yeah.
And also, you want to make sure that during the night you are guarded and whatnot and that nothing surprises the group, right? So someone's on guard duty.
Yeah.
What's that
Yes.
guard schedule like?
Well, it's Victor's idea. He can wake up. He can stay up late first.
Okay.
Do we
is
do
it like
the,
a 2-hour shift apiece or are two people going 4 hours?
Yeah, the D&D 2 hours per.
Great. I'm going to just make it easy on myself and say that the order is just the usual, which is Victor, Pex, Peter, and Marcus. Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Great. And that also answers the second question I have, which is then
The best part is Victor's gonna totally pull this out of D&D as well. It's like, well, we could do the D&D way.
Of course.
2 hours each.
Yep. After
Totally
that-
works, right, guys?
Yep.
Suddenly it's
After
not so
that,
funny
you
anymore when you have to
are-
fucking stay awake for 2 hours.
Yeah, I mean, all depends on what your normal rhythm is and what your day's been like if you've been lugging around luggage and you're not used to it. But more importantly, everyone goes to sleep. It's been nighttime. You've set stuff up. You have spent a large chunk of the day already just exploring the area. And there is a lot in this area, right? There's murals, there's cliffside stuff.
Yeah.
And near where you have sort of set up yourself, there are also places in the woods that you would call somewhat odd. Like trees in places form a pattern of spirals, and you think, wait, what's this? Is this worth investigating? Or there is some faded mural on a piece of wall that you think, wait, maybe this is something. Or a small pile of animal bones gathered in a place. Wait, is this some sort of totem? There is a lot that you have investigated in the woods during the day that ultimately you go, well, I guess it's a thing.
Yeah.
But it means you've had a busy day. So that when nighttime hits, yeah, you're on guard duty, but you know this area now. You don't think that there's anything in particular really super special in the immediate surrounding. You'd need to relocate yourself tomorrow and, have better luck then. And as you are on guard duty, you do get a sense that one of those things that you were sort of examining before, maybe they're worth reconsidering. Could you give me wits awareness?
Yep. Let's see. I will use my last foresee for this.
Sure.
So, wits awareness. Let's see if we can do better.
Every single one's just been 2-2, but it's fine.
Yep.
You start thinking back about that place you saw in the woods where the trees were sort of spiraling, and it's right nearby where you're camping. And you realize that, a lot of these places look different at night. Maybe you can take another look. This place is boring. There's very little to see. You can take a quick little walk over there and take a look. Because you had
Do we have Marcus's drone with us?
I imagine he would have it, although it's not something you would just want active the entire time.
Right. No, yeah, he doesn't know how to drive it. He doesn't want an angry Marcus, so yeah, he goes and checks it out.
But more importantly, as you go there, you realize that this spiral pattern, or what you thought was a spiral pattern, you've seen that before on the lake. Remember the lake where the big spirit snake thing was? And it's not actually quite a spiral pattern. It's like two carvings and then there's a dot in one place.
Yeah, it's like two spirals meeting one another, sort of.
And then you realize there should be
mural,
a dot in the other place as well. Like, would you examine this further while you have the opportunity here? And you can sort of see what the place is.
Knowing Victor, whose mouth can't keep shut when he gets super excited about a prospective supernatural thing, absolutely.
Okay.
Like, he sent a text message. That's the most thing he does. He's like, I think I found something. I gotta check it out. He knows the others are asleep. They probably won't, but it's at least went to spiral trees,
so
figured something out.
If we take this symbol, right, and went to spiral trees, the others would also sort of know what that is. Let's just say this real quick. So, this is there as a pattern, this is there as a pattern, this is there as a pattern, this is there as a pattern. You realize this little spiral here, that's not there.
Oh.
But you could probably form it with something, or carve it, or draw it, or you investigate, do you poke at it, do you do something with it?
Yep. He tries to find a stick, like or a branch that he can lift, and he will try and carve or drag it around in a spiral to roughly match the proportion, because this is something that he has been carrying around with him, meaning to investigate it further. So he's like, okay, roughly the size. I'll try to match the proportions of the other side in case it's a balance thing, and he will take a branch and just start dragging it around the dirt.
Give me it's sort of a thing. Give me dexterity occult to try to sort of painterly make it all look accurate.
Okay.
One success.
One success.
All right, you draw the rough shape in there, and you think you sort of get it.
Yeah.
Nothing particularly happens. Nighttime continues. You try to take a look at the place.
I'll use second sight as I'm drawing it to see if there's any atmospheric changes in the area while I do it or finish it. Like something that wouldn't be apparent to the naked eye.
You activate second sight, and everything sort of seems the same, except everything in the entire area seems very, very foggy. Like a thick fog is sort of rolling in. Although that could also just be the real world.
Yeah, mate. How reckless is Victor?
The answer is yes.
I know. Yeah, no, he will go to where the two patterns meet, like in between, and he will sit down and sort of, I guess he'll just meditate. Yeah, he'll try and meditate, sort of.
Yeah, okay.
Reach out and to the other side, so to speak, in hopes that this pattern somehow forms a thinning or a crossing, and so let's throw spaghetti at the wall and see what sticks.
Yeah, okay. I mean, yeah, you try that. You sit there for a while.
He tries a bunch of stuff.
You don't see anything in particular happening. You don't feel anything in particular happening, even with your second sight as it was on for a while. That fog is all over the place at this point now. But other than that, it's also getting quite cold. Because, winter.
Yeah.
And while you have a winter coat, it's not quite the same as being in that stove in the tent.
True.
But yeah, you're pretty certain that this is noteworthy in some way. You just quite haven't figured out how yet. Maybe it relates to something larger.
Yep. The last thing he does while he's sitting there is he will take out the stone. He will pick up a handful of stones from around the place, and he will draw the sort of board between, like in between the shape, and he will try and contact his patron. Because it is the next month, technically, so I've only done it once so far, so...
Okay, go ahead and roll.
What was it? What was the roll? It's not a skill, technically.
I know. Oh, right, you don't have okay. You try and contact your patron, but you get multiple voices that all seem to be indistinct and unclear to you.
Okay.
Normally there's one or two clear voices. Now it's a big mess of voices.
Okay. Cool. Yep. Okay. Yep, and then he will return to the tent, wake up the next guy, and he'll wake up Pex.
Cool, give me perception survival.
Ooh. Do I find my way back? Survival. Perception survival. 3 successes.
3 successes. You make your way back to where you think the camp should be. It's not there.
Yes.
And when it is your turn for the
my.
next shift, you check your phone and you see, oh, Victor sent a message that says, go do thing at place. Found, spiral trees, gonna go investigate. You don't find Victor.
Yes.
You have no clue where he is.
Do they find the carving and the branch on it?
They find the spiral tree place that you were at earlier in the day.
Right. Oh yes. Oh my god. Oh,
Always
this is
some
fun.
rookies get lost during the night and find themselves from the other camp. Oh my goodness.
Or in this case, the other world.
Did the other camp being some alternate reality.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Victor, what do you do in that situation where you realize, oh fuck, I can't find the camp anymore? I'm pretty sure it should be here. Why is it not here? Also, that fog is rolling in thick.
Oh dear. Is there snow?
It is cold enough for there to be snow. If you are lucky, there is no snow. Let's see. Yeah, 5 or lower, there's snow. 6. Just barely no
Cool.
snow.
Okay. In which case, well, Victor does know survival. He's got 3 points in that. So he will try and he's fully convinced that this is the place where the camp should be. He's not a doofus who will get lost super easily. He knows his way around the wilderness. And well, Victor's weak. Victor, he's prone to jump into, oh, something funky happened, so I must have crossed over. I don't know, maybe. So he will be like, I'll stay put. The fog is coming in, monsters in the fog, so I need to build a shelter.
He's playing Minecraft.
He will kinda like branches. What kind of trees were there?
Not
they're
particularly branch-friendly ones. This is
Sure.
you're dealing with shrubbery. Well, okay, this is not exactly winter, but
Yeah. No, not evergreens though. That's at least for certain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You spend some time panicking about that.
Well, no,
And,
he's looking for materials and trying to like loose branches, maybe pull up some shrubbery, try and fashion himself a pile that he can sort of sprinkle with dirt and snow and make it look natural-ish, and then just hide underneath there. Sort of crawl in and hope to mask it so that it looks natural and isn't immediately like human. Human underneath
You
there.
try to hide yourself. Okay.
Yes.
Yep. You try that. We will leave that for next. And as you lay under that and just try to sort of get your bearings and your eyes get used to the pitch black darkness and the fog slightly fades away again, you realize you see little lights in the distance. They look like campfires.
Damn it. Why is he so curious? Oh, fuck it. Yep. No, he will slowly, quietly try and approach them. Like, he doesn't immediately go, yo, people, I'm over here. He's just gonna mostly just use the Guise of Darkness to slowly approach and see what they're about. because they might be will-o-wisps, assuming they exist. He knows his face stuff to superficial point, so can't trust anything. But yeah, he would go check out what they are. If nothing ram-horned immediately comes and approaches him, so.
Unfortunately, nothing ram-horned immediately jumps out in you in any way. But as you get closer to those fires, you do see people surrounding them.
I will take out my phone and my camera and sort of zoom in to see if they're people, or they vaguely look like people, but they're not humans. Sort of use it as an improvised binocular.
Yeah, you take a look around. They certainly look like people.
Okay. I guess I'll approach them.
Okay.
Do they look like modern people or indigenous?
From a distance, you'll be able to see that their clothing does not look modern, and from a distance, you can hear some language being spoken. It is not English.
Okay. I mean, we're still in a weird place. Sure. Well, he's not tech savvy, neither am I.
Can we continue next week?
Yes,
yeah, probably.
like we are parking this right here. As Victor in a place where who the fuck knows, and the rest of you cannot find him, and he is finding some bullshit.
That sounds
Nice.
great.
We will continue this bullshit next time.
Yeah, thank you for the session. Really enjoyed it, but I gotta do.
It's
Yeah,
fine.
thank
Say
you for the
goodnight,
session.
everybody.
Good night,
Good night.
everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Night.